What's up? What's out there in YouTube land? How is everybody? I could tell you some shit that I'm not happy about. Yeah, YouTube. You got your ears on YouTube? It's not right what you did to our friend Ward's board. It's not right. So I wish to gather here YouTube creators and content creators to rally behind Ord's board to get remonetized. Come on, we can do it. Now, I'm just a small channel. I don't. Right now, monetization seems so far out of reach. But right now it's an up and down with the subscription status. So anyway, I think we can. I think if a bunch of us rally behind each other, we should be able to, Okay, they came back with a verdict, and no, said no, we can't. He can't have his monetization. That's a bunch of bullshit. I said bullshit to that. YouTube. What the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing? I know we're not billion dollar channels who give you the ad revenue that you so desire, but damn it, we're the ones who made you. We are the ones, right, Elihu? We are still the ones. We will continue to be the ones. And so you think you can do that? Yeah, and you did it, but well, just try to do that to us. Hey, try to do that to me. I'm not monetized. I don't know. I probably won't be for quite some time. I mean, what's up, Sci-Fi Nation? How's it going? Good to see you. What's up, D-Day Doug? Great to see you. How you doing? You're high. Well, I'm going to send the invite old school style because I ain't afraid of no ghost. There you go. If you want to join me for a little bit, links there. Yeah. So, how's that new laptop there, Sci-Fi Nation? Doing well, playing Ghost of Tsushima. Oh, good. Welcome, Elihu.
Who's afraid of no ghost? I ain't afraid of no ghost. Why am I awake at 10 o'clock at night?
What's up, Eagle Rider?
Working my ass off, like always.
What you sitting on it?
Yeah. Go ahead and flick him.
Considering that I got up at 4 a.m. to go off and do hikes and track down the nests I've been watching, and I've been working ever since.
Gotcha.
What's up, Sci-Fi?
Hey, Bill. Hey, everybody. What's up?
What's up, dude?
Dicks and airplanes.
Dicks and airplanes.
Yes, what's up?
Not much. I just did a 2-hour stream with the new PC, and this thing is, I'll tell you what, it might be like what people consider like last gen, but for me, from what I was using, it's like a complete 1,000% upgrade. So
Nice.
Nice.
What brand is it? Is it HP, Dell?
nope, it's what they call a mini PC. It is by B-Link, and I do actually have I can share the specs on it. Oops, hold on. Wait a second. Right there. Okay.
Yeah. Click button. What is that? It looks awfully foreign.
Well, when I got the box, I was like, this box is the size. The box it comes in is the size of a Nintendo GameCube, but you pull it out, and that what you see right there, right here, is like half the thickness of it, but the rest of this area is the same as a GameCube. But with the specs that are inside of it, it's pretty damn good for what it is. And now the memory is upgradable because it takes laptop style memory. It comes with a 512 gig SSD, which is NVMe SATA. So you could upgrade that if you wanted to. You could also put a laptop style mechanical hard drive in it.
Mm-hmm. Well, congratulations. I'm happy for you. You happy with it?
Oh yes, very happy. Very happy.
That was very
That's
nice.
what matters.
As long as you're happy with it, man, and it works well. Hey.
That was definitely nice of Admiral Sabal.
It certainly was, and he was on the stream tonight, and deservedly so. So
what's up, Darius? Munchausen.
Yeah, I saw you were streaming. I couldn't stop by. I was working at the time.
That's all right. There's always a replay, people. If you want to see, you can watch a replay.
So there's a bunch of bull honky, huh? What happened to Ord's board?
That's flat out.
How did that happen?
You work so hard to get somewhere, and then YouTube could pull the rug from underneath you. It wasn't even his fault. That's bullshit.
Wait,
I think we should rally together and sign a petition or something, because that's bullshit.
Did he do something on the stream or something to get him demonetized?
No, he had troll troubles. And I'm one who gets troll trouble here, and I'm not even to 400 yet. What's up, Fasazio? Josio?
You always call me that.
What?
Fizz. You always call me Fizzagio. Just call me Fizz. Just can't pronounce my full name.
I was gonna say or it's basically what happened is they mass false flagged him and YouTube just killed it.
Fast false flag who? I just came in.
A friend of ours.
Ord's boards.
Ord's boards.
What's his name?
Yeah, it wasn't anything that he did on his content or video. What he said, it was just the trolls.
Yeah.
Trolls. We're talking about who? Who are you talking about?
Another YouTuber had a situation that go down on one of his streams, and
who
okay,
specifically?
A YouTuber named Ord's Board.
Wars what?
Ord's Board.
ORDS boards.
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 Sports.
Yes.
Oh.
Anyway, you have a channel. We all here, all of us here have a channel, and you have to work hard to grow your channel. And he got to the point where he was monetized. He had he's not a big channel. He's got only
what does he even do?
Under 2K. Gaming streams for the most part.
Oh, okay.
But and other cool stuff,
By the way, I'm just discovering Warren Ellis's comics for the first time.
Okay.
I wish I could write like him. I wish I could be him in terms of writing, not what he does with his penis.
You keep at it, you can, man. You just keep at it, and
his characters are amazing. He makes Ryan Michael Bendis like a noob, and that guy's not very good. Well, at least from what I've read of Ryan Michael Bendis at all. He's not very good at all. Like Warren Ellis is amazing. Like did he inspire the guy who made Monster MD?
Who? Hello, Snowdub. Good to see you here.
Well, I seen the comments right now.
The puppet is in the house.
What's up, Cinnabon Bunny?
The bunny.
Yeah. Has anybody here read any Warren Ellis's independent comics?
No.
Because I read the first 2 issues of Desolation Jones. And I'm like, wow. And that comic was canceled though, was never finished. I think Doctor Sleepless is either finished or still going. I didn't check. But I just read the first 2 issues of Doctor Sleepless, and the character just pulls me in immediately. I mean, the guy's insane, but he's entertainingly insane.
Excuse me for a moment, Fizz. Rosetta, so how is Richard doing?
Right now, sleeping, but it is the first time they're dealing with his dad's birthday since he passed, so.
Yeah.
It's not going to be an easy day for them. He's getting better bit by bit. He's slowly getting things together, but it's
funny.
He got hit with so much at once. It's just the amount of stuff he got hit with at once is just ridiculous.
Yeah. Life will hit you hard.
Yeah.
Gotta let him know everyone misses him, so he doesn't feel like he's just forgotten.
Hey, I completed another step in setting up my Indiegogo pre-launch page. The only two things I gotta do now is make a trailer and print the trading card.
Cool. You getting help with that?
No. I just go to some website to print the trading card.
So Cinnabon's acting like you have something to do with the Kurtzman thing now, Jedi?
It's a joke. He's joking around.
I know.
Come on.
I know it's a joke.
What Kurtzman?
I know.
Robert Kurtzman?
Alex Kurtzman.
What Kurtzman?
Kennedy, whatever her bitch's name is.
So Elihu, you got
Captain Kennedy.
You got a video you're gonna produce this week? Put out this week?
Oh, what are you showing?
No. Do you personally on your channel?
I thought you were going to ask me if I was going to make another trailer for you. Oh, yes, I'm doing a show on Wednesday, but it's going to be around 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. I don't know how long my appointment's going to be. I got an appointment with my SSDI attorney.
And yes, I'm doing the movie things every Wednesday and Friday/Saturday morning.
Buckets of Blood Theater presents.
Yes, right. The next one is.
Wait. You make movie trailers? Elihu who?
Well, I do these watch. I've been doing these watch parties, and he's been making the trailers for me, or the intro and little intros.
Yeah, just little intros for him.
Oh, I hope you do parody trailers. Do you do parody trailers? I'll watch them for parody trailers and movies.
Not really.
Oh, wow. That's kind of disappointing. Okay. I
What
mean,
movie? What movie are you showing this weekend, Jedi Bill?
Tomorrow night we're doing House of a Thousand Corpses.
Oh, Rob Zombie. That's
I saw that
bloody.
one. I didn't see the
Yeah.
rest of the trilogy, but I saw the first one.
That's very bloody.
Yes,
I mean,
it is. Yes,
it's funny.
it
It's
is.
funny. It's funny. Yeah, watched it now. It's funny watching it now because after watching Invincible, because the one of the villains from Invincible, D.A. Sinclair, is literally just the Doctor Satan from House of Thousand Corpses. Did you ever think about that, or have you seen Invincible cartoon like on Amazon?
Thank
Invincible. Is that Vin Diesel movie?
Invincible cartoon that was on Amazon.
Oh no, I do not have Amazon.
On Amazon Prime.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Have you seen it or?
I don't have time to watch anything.
No, I have Prime, but I haven't watched it yet.
Okay. One of the villains, D.A. Sinclair, is literally just Dr. Satan, but he's in college. Was a young guy in college, but doing the exact same thing, exact same evil plan, everything. Cyborgs, turning people into cyborgs, cyborg super soldiers. It's real strange watching that. Like, this is just Dr. Satan.
I'll have to check that out.
I know. I mean, House of a Thousand Corpses. I didn't see the rest of the trilogy. I just saw the first movie, House of a Thousand. Yeah, like I said, I didn't see those rejects or anything. But
You gotta see Devil's Rejects. I'm telling you.
okay. Like we got this. It's fun. Well, you got this guy who's like.
Well,
Was a serial killer family, and he got these and set in the 70s where they had a bunch of serial killers running around that era for some reason, and we had this these people get caught by the serial killers. It's basically the people and the main characters are pretty generic, just like a lot of horror movies. The ones who do have memorable protagonists are very memorable, like Evil Dead, like Ash.
mm-hmm.
But no, I plan to actually watch the Evil Dead trilogy on my own time accord. It'll probably be a very interesting watch.
I already played all three of those already.
Speaking of playing 3, I noticed you played John Wick 1 and 2, but you didn't play 3.
Don't worry, I'll get around to it.
Okay, because I like that one. I was going to join you on that one.
Okay. I just gotta figure out which day. Probably Saturday. This coming Saturday, because Bert doesn't do Cinema Saturday anyway. So I'm gonna take a Cinema Saturday, and people want to join me, they can. It's no biggie. It's no biggie. No sweat off my brow. I enjoy doing it, and people are welcome to come and watch along or watch their own copy. You know.
Maybe I should start doing less watches, like what Jedi Bill does. Maybe I should pick interesting movies that I like and then show it. Of course, you might have to watch weird movies that I like Adam Sandler movie or something, which many other people beside me can't stand to watch for some reason. I don't understand.
Well, I use another app and another website so nothing gets broadcast over.
I know nothing gets broadcast. I know how you do it. Nothing gets broadcasted. Just two StreamYard tabs open. I know how it's work.
I've only done one stream watch party. It was Halloween last year. It was the Bob's Burgers, Family Guy, and the Halloween special. The day before it aired on Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
Watch party I did.
Yeah, maybe I should watch part of Sonic the Hedgehog because I haven't seen that yet.
That was funny.
Yeah. I heard Jim Carrey was Dr. Robotnik. He's gonna have. He said he's gonna have a fat suit in the next movie.
I don't know, but the cast hated him because he was quote unquote very problematic on set.
And that we did what?
He's a method actor.
He's a method actor, and he's been having mental issues as he gets older.
Okay.
Yeah, he was quote unquote very problematic on set. So I haven't heard anything about part 2 on him yet.
You, well,
Mm.
we were talking about Jim Carrey
I
having
hope
problems.
he wears a fat suit so he can be Eggman finally.
He that started when he played what was that dude that played in Taxi? He played him as a
Andy Kaufman.
Andy
Andy Kaufman.
Man on the Moon.
That Man on the Moon. That's where
Yeah.
he started having issues because he got too far into Andy Kaufman's like mindset.
That is where it got worse. If you actually look at some of the stuff he's come out with and said about his history, he's talked about having some of these issues his whole life. But like Val Kilmer, he's too much a method actor, too much a chameleon. He picks up the personalities of the characters, and both of them have had issues because of that.
Right.
I don't see much of a problem with. He's kind of like what's his name? Christian Bale. Just.
I mean, it's all fine being a method actor, but when it starts to affect you personally in your everyday life because of a role that you played,
It's a psychological thing. It's a specific type of brain function where they start picking up personality of things around them, and it's also known as a chameleon. There's a difference between just a method actor versus those who have chameleon mental issues, and yeah, that gets really dicey for people.
What up, Airhead?
I don't know. I heard Jared Leto did the same thing with the rats said dead rats to people and stuff. But I hope, like I said, I hope just Jim Carrey wears a fat suit in the next movie because
yes, I'm aware. I was listening. Airhead was listening.
Basically it could be Eggman in the next movie because if you don't know how it works in the video games, his real name is the bad guy of Sonic Hedgehog franchise. His real government name is Evil Robotnik, and
Doctor
Evil Robotnik, and his code name is Eggman because he's fat.
Yeah, if you saw it, remember in the last. Oh, you haven't seen it yet, have you?
No.
Okay, I'm not going to spoil it for you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
No, I was a Sonic. Sonic and Street Fighter were about the only games I really played that dealt out of logic-based turnstile RPGs. So
it was running and jumping or kicking and punching.
Yeah, and now I played the original 3 games on original 3-4 games on emulators, but I've never actually finished them. But
and now for all you Roblox fans, Sonic is in Minecraft now.
Oh boy!
Did any of you ever play Sonic Spinball?
No.
Yeah. It was Sonic the Hedgehog Pinball, and it was literally you had to play each machine like had like 9 different levels. You had to climb up through playing through the machines to get to the boss at each one. And there were all these traps that send you off to different tricks below and stuff like that. It was really complicated. But it was a pinball style game based with Sonic play.
Yeah, I remember it quite well.
I don't.
It was awesome. I love pinballs. It was a bit of a pinball. Mm-hmm. There weren't very many games I did. And most of them were things that were, I don't know, either violent or weird.
Nothing wrong with that.
By the way, that method acting thing, didn't Tropic Thunder do a joke on that with the Robert Downey Jr.'s character, playing like he was Christian Bale?
Yes. Well, he played
the blackface, the black guy.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna go there, but
I'm playing a dude disguised as another dude.
Yeah.
Oh, Jack Black was kind of underutilized in that movie. He was playing like he was Adam Sandler's type thing.
Adam Sandler is one of those guys that a lot of people can't stand. Like,
I love most of his movies.
Pauly Shore, or
Hey, Pauly's
they do
funny.
the same. They do the same shit over and over again.
His stand-up
There's
routine
a
is
lot of
funny as
actors
shit.
out there who are the same. Melissa,
The thing is,
what's her name?
most
Does the
actors
same-
have what's known as their typecast.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand why when it comes to over-the-top comedians and they're typecast into the same roles over and over, why some people get burned out and start disliking them. I don't usually, because I won't let things get played around me enough to do that. Mm-hmm. So I can handle most of those guys just fine. Mm-hmm. But I see why those who pay attention to radio and TV and stuff get quickly burned out on those guys and start hating them.
Not really. I've watched a bunch of Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. Pretty much, most people don't have a problem watching a bunch of Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, and all he does is shoot stuff and punch stuff.
Yeah, I never got burned out on those actors. The one that I really can't stand, and I'm probably in the minority, is Will Ferrell.
No, I can't stand him. I think he's a fucking overrated jizzwad.
I can't really stand Will Ferrell either.
Will Ferrell is overrated to me.
Yeah, I think he is too. Same thing with Seth Rogen. Like, they were never really that funny.
Seth Rogen is not a great actor, but he's a great writer.
Mm-hmm. He's not a great actor. I know.
No, he's a great writer.
Mm-hmm.
He's an excellent. I would love to work with him.
No, not me. Not me.
Well, on a writing project, yeah, but not an acting project.
A writing project, I wouldn't want to work with him anyway. I mean, yeah, but he did make a atheist propaganda film.
Impossible.
Like Tim Possible. Okay, I get it. I mean, he did do that atheist propaganda film. What's it called? Oh yeah, Sausage Party. But
yeah, let's make a kids animated movie called Sausage Fest.
That wasn't a kid. That was rated R.
That was not a kid. That was an R-rated movie.
That was
a cartoon movie.
It might have been R-rated, but if you looked at the trailers for it, it made it seem perfectly fine for kids.
And still start cussing.
No,
they just cussing in the trailer.
You must have seen a different one all entirely.
Yeah, just cussing in the trailer.
None of the trailers I saw looked fine for kids.
They had a bottom between a woman's legs in the trailer. What the hell are you talking about? And Skinny was cussing in the trailer.
Yeah, that was definitely. He's probably mixing it. Up. That's okay.
No, but no. Sausage Party was not. I saw some of that movie, but I stopped. I said stop because I not want to see more of it because it wasn't really funny. It was basically.
Who said pickles 3 times?
What's up, Tim Possible? How you doing, man?
Tim, you're muted.
Well, Tim.
You're muted.
I've seen you around everywhere. I haven't actually gotten to talk to you. Hello.
Hello there. What's up, Will Ihu?
What's up, dude?
What's going on, everyone? What's going on?
I'm oddly awake.
You're oddly awake?
Yeah, I'm awake right now. I don't know why.
We're discussing actors that are namely play the same roles over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, it's often kind of like Ryan Reynolds, The Rock. I mean, they all play the same roles. So it's just like
actually, Ryan Reynolds is not
actors, but they always play the same people, right?
Actually, Tim, if you see the movie The Nine, you can see that Ryan Reynolds does not play the same role. He is a very good actor.
I'm going to bring up a point about Will Ferrell. You're saying he plays the same actor. You've seen Stranger Than Fiction? Stranger Than Fiction?
Yeah.
He's incredible in that role. He plays something different.
To be fair on one thing, I didn't say he always plays the same character. I said I can't stand him.
Okay. Well, but he's good in Stranger Than Fiction, was what I'm saying. Like, Jim Carrey in The Truman Show is incredible.
I know. I love.
Like Robin Williams was usually joking around and over the
He's
top, but
really
if you actually watch his serious
movies,
Robin Williams was deep as fuck at times.
The Fisher King.
Yeah, because oftentimes these comedians have a dark past.
Dead Poet Society. You got the 9mm, that movie, 1 Hour Photo. That 1 Hour Photo is scary as shit.
It's a survival thing. Because if you go through a lot of psycho shit, if you go through a lot of abuse or trauma or stuff like that, it's the same way that I've coped in life. tend to get a dark sense of humor and a wicked sarcastic streak to survive and cope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's like some of the I would like to say some things, but based on my background, I was like, man, if I said one of these words, whatever, I don't want people to put me in this category because people are too soft today, right?
Demolition Man predict this future.
Yeah, it's look at Dave Chappelle, man. He's super hilarious. And Martin Lawrence, and I know he wasn't directly Martin Lawrence was huge in the 90s, right?
But if you watch, the old Martin show, the Chappelle show, all 2 seasons of it.
Chappelle show. It's the Chappelle show.
I think what today is happening is that they're putting ultra microscopes on things that aren't that deep. And then today we live in this PC culture. It's you gotta respect every I don't know. I feel like they're just making up rules that were
they're
never
pussies,
were.
And they
Hey Bill,
Plus
that comment you just highlighted with D-Day Doug about Fire Marshal Bill. D-Day Doug, if you watch the movie Liar Liar, at the end of the thing, Jim Carrey, you will see Fire Marshal Bill make a cameo in that movie.
And talking about people being too soft now, just go back and watch In Living Color and some of the skits they did on that show.
That's a good movie, man. That's a good movie. It's ahead of its time. Truman Show was ahead of its time. It's people are today. It's you can't make. They want everyone to look the same as this, right? For example, I don't know. This is a thing to my camera for a stand. Exactly the same, but we're not born that way. Life is not fair. We're all born with different abilities. If you can't recognize that, you're truly the problem. We are all born with different gifts. Life is never going to be fair to your perception. You have to do something about it. So that is everything wrong with the culture today.
By the way, if they also fucked up intentionally when they fucked with Wrinkle in Time. If you ever read the book, the brilliant moment where she breaks free as a villain who is absolute communist dictator anyways, is when she realizes that being equal in the sight of law and decency doesn't make you the same and doesn't give you the same abilities.
What is equal though? What is equal?
No, that's the thing. Equal just means that we all have the same basic rights to be treated as human.
We shouldn't have the same opportunity.
No, we don't. That's the thing. They're not the same. Basic human rights versus opportunities, abilities, and your work are not the same. Just like rights, privileges, and needs and wants are not the same.
Mm-hmm. But they want equity. That's the strange thing.
Yeah, the thing is, it's just because we're all not. Life is not fair. Sorry for the.
Life's a bitch.
Yeah, it is. It is a bitch. Or forgive my language. It is bad.
Yeah, life's a bitch.
Sam, you're stuck here with me. I bring out the worst in people in that.
Yeah. Sorry. I understand what you're saying. Life is never going to be fair for anyone. You gotta when life realizes that we all have differences and we're born with different gifts. That's when life is going to more so work to more fair balance. Eagle, what's your real name? Eagle Ritter?
Rosetta.
Rosa? Oh, beautiful name.
Rosetta.
Rosetta. Okay. So yeah, I'll let you expand. I'm sorry I'm interrupting you.
No, you're fine. It's for me. I've been through a lot. Some of these guys know more about it than others, but I've always coped by saying get over things and find a way out. I grew up in the poorest tribe of the nation with disabled parents going through disabilities. If I can get out, we all can do it. Now, that doesn't mean people won't fall through the gaps when you're really trying, but fucking try. Quit looking for excuses and get off your ass.
Yeah, it's very situational, and I feel now we live in this world where we're there is some sort of I don't want to come out and say virtue signaling, right? I feel like people are making too much excuses and over analyzing things and capturing on the moment. I realize the world's not fair. I get it. I come from a divisive family because I struggle with it because I have family members that are Native Americans that they own some certain parts of land. I don't look at, you would never guess it, maybe not. But so it's a unique situation for me, and I try to listen to what they say, but when people go off the rails, I kind of tune out. There's a way to conduct yourself and there's a way and not, right? If you want to relate with someone, there's a way to interpret information and not. So I on my channel, it's the Tim Possible Initiative or whatever. Impossible is nothing, and not to promote my channel, but Elihu knows me. I've been on multiple streams with him. He's a great guy, and he's a comedic person. And when I went on the Orville Nation, you can tell he's a good actor and an improv person because when I did the force choke, Elihu was acting like he was getting choked. I was like, oh dang! So because he understands me, we know each other, and it's just sometimes people just take things overly serious, if you know what I mean. They overanalyze certain things, and I never want to be a channel to look at something just because something different. Like Loki is very divisive in this community, but it didn't bother me because Loki was always bisexual or kind of gender fluid. I was like,
and in nostalgia, he's like that.
Yeah, who cares what his sexuality is?
Yeah, he's a good actor. Tom Hiddleston is great.
He's a good actor. He's a good character. I don't know why they made a point of his sexuality, but I also don't care. That said, I'm not going to watch it anyways because I fucking detest Disney.
I remember when Hiddleston got the role after the Avengers movie. I remember his statement. He's like, I remember watching the first Iron Man in the theater, and now I'm going to see with Tony Stark, and I'm so fucking excited. Oops, I couldn't say that, could I?
Yeah, the thing is, it's just I was never I felt like they'd done it in such a way it wasn't too preachy. That's why people get offended. They're like, oh man, they're beating us down. But no, the way they worked it in the story was not bad. And so that's why I respected it so much. And the thing was that he's always been kind of that way.
I know already.
And it's source material they're respecting, which, they often don't do. This seemed effortlessly. And what the Loki shows does, I think the Loki show, I've been predicting from day one, will be the best because there's a more nuance to it. Tom Hiddleston is a movie star. That dude,
he's great.
All the women think he's hot.
I wish it wasn't Disney because he is great. I like his stuff a lot.
I'm not gonna ever watch Loki show because the show's concept is stupid. The man, he's great as an actor. The concept is stupid, and it's after Avengers Endgame. Man, I don't care about anything else. After
Fish show, expand on that. I want to hear it.
Because after Avengers Endgame, I don't care about any MCU properties that's coming out because none of these stories are actually good. I mean, not making a Nova movie immediately. They're pushing it all the way back. They make the Eternals movie for diversity purposes. That's it. They're making Moon Knight TV show and they're pushing that way back too. They're bringing in all diversity characters nobody likes and trying to force them to be popular. I'm like, what? You're not gonna use the next best. You gonna use the characters nobody likes to push your woke points. Woke points. It's stupid.
Yeah, I honestly, I think you're right. Actually, on that, I don't ever want to judge something before it comes out, right? I want to give it a fair chance, but you have validity what you're saying. I really do think you know what you're talking about. But
I agree. I don't want to judge something before it comes out till I had a chance to watch it. But I do agree with the point to where they're pushing stuff out way too fast. It's like, okay, you have this, now you got this, now you got this, now you got,
and not only that, it's that they pushing back things that people will actually be interested in seeing, like
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see the Moon Knight movie. Come on.
But they pushed making the TV show.
Look at one trend here.
It's like MCU overload. It's like, okay, take your time, pace yourselves, but it just seems like everything's coming out all at once.
Look at one trend here. It's reflective in part of the MCU with some of the characters. It's reflective in all of the culture right now. They want everything to have these race swaps, gender swaps, sexuality swaps. They want to shoehorn characters in. Most of the characters that they add in that are these new minorities or these new groups are the most cliche, stereotyping, derogatory characters. And we're supposed to say, oh, thank you for thinking of us. We love sloppy seconds from somebody else. Thank you for not acknowledging our actual cultures. And we're supposed to paddle it up and suck it up like little bitches and be patted on the head and let them to have our fucking money. And no, if they want to do something for these cultures and for these people, write something to them, study their mythology, study their history, go to them, and don't take from somebody else who also has a right to their history.
I know,
it's happening too often. You know, like if it happens several times, you know, that's okay. But like the thing is, there are really no like redheads later. Like they're really rare. Like redheads represent like 2% of real redheads. I'm gonna put real redhead.
To be fair, this is faded, but I am actually naturally redheaded.
Okay, so but what I'm saying is, like, one of my really good friends, like, and then this girl I follow on Twitter or whatever, that I've grown like a good relationship with her. She was like telling me, it's like, yeah, we're like not really represented. It's like, you know, Hollywood, you have a lot of fake blondes and a lot of fake redheads, and I'm just like, yeah, I mean, it isn't out there, and you know, like a ginger, like my buddy. All right, I was in fraternity, a big fraternity. I had like 80 people in my fraternity, right? I was like the marketing exec on the board. And we had one of my buddy we called Cheddar Bob or whatever. He had the red freckles on that Cheddar Bob or whatever. He was great. A big guy, arm like Tom Brady, but or whatever. He was like a really good athlete. But like literally when we went on spring break one year, he had to wear a shirt. Like he could not wear normal clothing because that dude would burn like hardcore. Like he could not get a tan. You don't get a tan. You either turn red or you don't. And he chose to hang out with us. He didn't want to go because like Tim, he's like, bro, I go on the sun, my skin turns freaking red. There is no empathy.
He looks like a walking cherry tomato, basically.
Yeah.
All these people who talk about, we got diversity points. We want these diversity points. Well, okay. Well, they all say the same thing. I want to represent it.
It's a human being. It's human being.
I mean,
it's being a human.
No,
right.
What I was saying is they always talk about, well, what about representing me? It's like, well, what about representing? If I try to make people look or be me on screen, I do not see it ever having any movie that's going to have some pudgy albino mixed Celtic native natural redhead anywhere. Let's be fucking realistic. You're talking about percents.
Yeah, I mean, redheads are so rare. Like my buddy, honestly, I hated him in high school because he was from Fountain Central and I was from Covington. Like we were rival schools, and then I met him in college, whatever. Like he was the number one disc player, and then I beat him one match. And like this was like a deep thing. And then when he came over to the dark side, not necessarily the dark side. So this thing.
Hey,
you said dark side. That's perfect.
No, it wasn't the dark side. I was just joking about that. But like, you know what I mean? It was like, it's like when you grow up in high school and you play sports and you see someone on the side, you're playing football against, track and all that, and you're constantly competing against each other. But when you get to college, you're just like, oh, hey, I kind of respect you. You know what I mean? It's kind of that camaraderie thing, whatever, being an athlete or whatever. And it's like, okay, so because like all this, you know, you kind of like build in that situation. Like, all right, I think you're cool. I've always kind of low key respected you because he brought it or whatever. I mean, maybe because, I mean, you guys beat us, but I did tackle you really hard on purpose one time because you deserved it. But like it's more of that thing, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. Fishozo. Do you understand? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's it's not a personal thing. It's like more this like I don't know what the where to put it. Maybe I gone way off topic, but like if you play sports or like anyone that even talk about movie news, whatever, and you disagree with someone, but you're just like you get them on a counterpoint, but you still respect their game, right? It's kind of that, right? Sorry,
I don't play sports.
I totally get what you're saying. I totally get what you're saying. Yeah. It doesn't matter if you're talking about a movie, a fandom, sports, whatever. If you have a point to make it about something that happened in the game, in the movie. Don't take it out personally on the person that you disagree with.
Yeah. I mean, we're still all in the fandom, and I don't understand why we can't all hang out, right? It's like, we're all here for a common reason. We love this fandom. So why can't we all hang out? And if you can subjectively break things down and hang out, we should all hang out.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. Bye. What Eagle Rider was saying is true. Like, instead of getting a Brother Voodoo movie, like we should be getting, Ironheart TV show. Or instead of getting a Brother Voodoo series, getting an Ironheart TV show. Like, what? Why don't we get a Brother Voodoo TV show?
Yeah.
That's the Marvel Comics characters, a black wizard guy. But we're getting Ironheart, or what? We're getting what's her name? America Chavez TV show. A character nobody likes. Nobody liked the comic book. The comic book was horrible. It was basically just a female Mr. Garrison.
They're trying to do the same thing they did with the Iron Man.
Nice,
when Iron Man was released, the comic book was one of the lowest sales Marvel had in about 5 years.
But it did sell at one point, though.
But it was one of the lowest selling comic books, and they turned it into a movie. And then Iron Man started to expand, and the sales exploded, and that's when everything basically moved out to the Marvelverse.
But Strength. The thing is, the Iron Man comic book did sell at one point, though. America Chavez never sold at any point in history.
Yeah, Iron Man was big in the 80s and 90s, and then when they brought the movie out,
exactly. That's the thing. America Chavez never sold at any point in history. So you taking a character that nobody likes, that never sold at any point in history, and making a TV show out of it, but because we need Mexican lesbians, Hispanic lesbians in there, brown skin gay people,
diversity.
I know.
I feel like the way they would need to do this, if they're going to introduce Lionheart, they have to introduce Tony Stark back in as this construct of
hologram ghosts.
Yes, and then also introduce his daughter, because they cast the girl from Stranger Things in there, but it was a deleted scene. They need to integrate her.
They're not.
Pass it on to her.
She's white.
That actress is Millie Bobby Brown.
No. White. Not Millie Bobby Brown. It was the girl from Stranger Things. Or not Stranger Things, from 13 Reasons Why. My bad. 13 Reasons Why. They had a scene, but I'm saying for this to work, they need Robert Downey Jr. talking to
his voice.
Lionheart. They need some type of guidance like Jarvis.
Apparently, there's a trailer out for Iron Man 4.
And the thing is, it would make sense for Iron Man to live as a social construct and pass his intelligence, and always exist, like he never died.
He can be a voiceover box, yeah.
They would have that's it would make sense in that construct, because no one really gives an F about Lionheart. I don't.
Ironheart.
Fake news, Thomas.
I know.
Did they bring in Ironheart in Marvel's Rising? I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
Yeah, that's
so forgettable.
The thing is, Robert Downey Jr. is an incredible actor. You can't replace that. Like Tom Hiddleston. They're like, not everyone is like, people take acting lightly. And I think that's a huge mistake. There are certain characters like Keanu Reeves, not the best actor, but he has a thing called stage presence. There are certain actors that elevate a film just because they're in. And it's
Marlon Brando.
there's the subtlety things about acting that people don't realize. We overlook it many times.
Yeah.
And what, like these new casting directors trying to be politically correct are absolutely missing.
They just cast a few business based on he's black. We need a black person to race change his character. Or whatnot.
It's not necessarily that, but it's like acting is really hard. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. You have to convince us you're this character. You got
it's not, dude. Look at it this way. I'm an actor myself. I go through actor training, but it's not only being a great actor, but it's also stage presence. If you can be the best actor in the world, but if you don't have stage presence, it's nothing. You know nothing, Jon Snow. Right?
You can know, like, basically you can know all the moves and all the motions, but if you can't convince me that you're that character, then it's going to ruin the entire.
100%.
You know, I've always had a saying: there's a difference between an actor and a thespian. An actor does the blocking and reads lines. A thespian, you see the character.
And you have to be charismatic. Like Denzel Washington, every fucking scene he's in is amazing. He brings this element of gravitas to every scene he's in, and like
I remember him saying that.
Emeka Okafor or whatever how you pronounce his name, like they're just great. Like
I feel the same way about Peter Dinklage.
Armez, Hispanic actor or Latino actor, she's great. You know, it's hard to like, what's the word? Try to emulate their performances. Like what people today.
One of the best Denzel movies. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but one of the best Denzel movies. No, earlier than that. It's like late 80s, early 90s. He takes over as a principal of a high school.
Oh, yeah.
In New York. I can't remember the name of the movie, but that right there.
He's also my favorite film is American Gangster that he's in. It's probably one of my top 5 movies, actually, of all time. American Gangster.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, with Russell Crowe. Absolutely amazing movie. You know, you have people like what is it? T.I.'s in there, Okafor in there. Like, there's a lot of famous actors today in that film. You have Common in there. Like
Malkovich in there.
Who?
Malkovich.
Yeah. No, that movie is based on a true story. It is absolutely amazing. Like it. Oh my gosh, man.
Yeah, Malkovich. He also has stage presence.
Yeah, it's a good film. But sorry to interrupt you, Sci-Fi Nation. I interrupted.
No, I apologize to you first. Don't even feel bad, bud.
Yeah, no. Expand on what you're saying. I apologize. No, what films were you were naming off some films? So.
Oh no, I was just trying to remember what the name of that movie Denzel was in. That high school movie. I can't remember the name of it.
Lean on Me?
No, wasn't.
Wait.
No, that you're thinking of somebody. It's Morgan Freeman.
Denzel Washington. Yeah, because he took over a high school, and I think it took place in New York City. And this high school had went through all these different principals, and he was the one to finally clean it up. But I think he still wound up getting the shaft in the end because of the faculty or whatever. They wanted everything to be status quo, even though he was trying to clean the place up, get kids to come to school, get the the gangs out of the school, and it was.
You're thinking of it wrong.
I know. There's another movie that's similar. There's another movie that's similar to it, Bill. And it had 2 sequels, but that's not the movie I'm talking about. It was a different movie. It had Denzel Washington in it.
Yeah, it's on Netflix right now. Actually, I saw. I can't think of the title though, but like, he didn't die at the end, right? He didn't die. He didn't get shot.
No, he didn't die. No.
All right. So there's also a good Michelle. Like, he's not Danzel's not obviously in this movie, but Michelle Pfeiffer is in a really good movie that was during the '90s, and they had the Gangster Paradise song. I don't know if you guys watched that. Do you see it?
No.
Yeah, I remember the movie. I just can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, that was also good. It was also a good movie. It was like very like subtle, and it was very real too. It wasn't overly bearing, but it was like it identified like some like realism in high school, and Michelle Pfeiffer was hot in the '90s, which I think everyone knows that. I'm surprised Elihu you didn't see that movie. Elihu, you didn't see the movie? Which movie?
I don't remember that movie.
Yeah.
Hey, the Random Menace. What's up, Random Menace?
Yeah.
Dangerous Minds.
Yeah. Oh yes, Dangerous Mind. Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, did anybody here ever see that movie Incubus?
I know
Any
the
games,
band.
movies, and comics are us.
Is it?
That was a good one.
All right. It from what I found, it's saying it's called the George McKenna Story, 1986.
Hey, Hong Kong funny.
And I think it's called Hard Lessons. It's either Hard Lessons or Hard Lessons on Netflix.
Mm-hmm. But anyways, have you ever seen this movie called Incubus made back in the 70s and 80s? I don't know which exact year.
I was a little kid in the 70s and 80s.
But I wasn't born yet, so that's strange. But there's a movie called Incubus where there's this demon that's going around assaulting women, and the main character detectives got to stop it somehow. It's a very great horror movie.
Well, Bill likes horror movies.
If you never actually see a monster until the movie's almost over as usual. We just see everything from the monster perspective as he follows his victims, but for the most part, from whenever they see the attacks.
Okay.
But
describe the beginning again.
The Incubus is about this demon that hunts down, assaults women in a particularly horrific way, and detectives have to find a way to stop this demon. Find out how to find where the demon is, how to catch him. But for the most part, we never see the actual demon until the movie almost over. We for the most part, most of the movie don't actually see the demon. We just it's a guy. Of course, it's a guy in the costume, but we never actually see the monster till the movie almost over. For the most part, we just see it from the perspective of the monster as he stalks his victims, or we from either that or from the victim's perspective of them. We never actually see the monster till very late into the movie.
That sounds a little interesting to me.
Yeah, I know.
Tommy Bunny.
I made a typo.
I was gonna say that sounds a little racist, Bill. What?
I just saw that, man.
Okay. Well, it's a very interesting movie with a very interesting ending.
Nice. What?
Oh, shit! I don't have my lightsaber.
The dark saber.
Hey, no more. No more.
Where's Kylo?
Dude.
Why is he just like Kylo Ren though?
He is Kylo Ren.
He is Kylo Ren. Full screen him still. Full screen him.
Hello there. What's up, everyone? I just got back from Exodal, fighting the rebel scum. Blow those pieces of junks out of the sky!
Did you gather the bodies?
Oh, shoot. Elijah, did you say more?
Did you gather the bodies? No, no more.
More.
No more. No more.
More.
You choked me, Marcus. I didn't know.
And I'm sorry, Cinnabon Bun. Jeez.
All right,
I make typos.
Sorry for that. Sorry for that.
You don't have to apologize, Tim. You don't have to apologize.
Oh shoot! Thank you. Elijah is amazing. But yeah. I mean, like
by
that.
the way, looking at Kylo Ren just makes me think how the sequel trilogy could have been good, as with a lot of people. But yeah.
We'll shift the topic because I have some proposal. I feel like we all have Star Wars topics that how we would change it, right? Jedi Bill,
yeah,
like our ultimate Star Wars films, what we should have done.
Yeah, her name is Palpatine, not Skywalker. Yes, great movie.
Yes, 100%. So
no. I hate to say it with you the way you look there, but my dream was just in the last movie they quit with this bullshitting around. You know, they want to start acting like there's all these weird differentials. Anyways, just have a rift in space open, and Jason Solo comes out and shanks Kylo in the head for stealing a story, and then kills everybody.
Steal the story.
Like what I would have done better.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the whole concept, like Kylo Ren looked dope as hell. Like
I know he did in the first movie.
Cool as hell. Like
I know.
It was visually shot stunning. Like every scene was like painted really well. Like it was a spectacle. So what they needed to like make the Knights of Ren actual characters.
I know. Where were the Knights of Ren?
His best friend. One of them had to be his best friend.
No, where were the Knights of Ren? Where were Knights of Ren? They weren't in the Force Awakens or Last Jedi. They weren't even in there. They didn't even speak on that.
Not till the end, and he murked them all.
I know. Clearly, J.J. Abrams had wanted to use them, but Rian Johnson, as we call him, just threw that out. Just threw that out.
No cap, man. No cap.
Like seriously, Ruin Johnson ruined a lot of stuff. He just threw it out. Like what
but
the hell?
I don't blame him though, man. I don't blame him all the way because there's clearly no vision. There was no vision.
There's no vision at all. Like what they even doing here? They should Kathleen Kennedy should just let J.J. Abrams direct the entire trilogy. At least it would have been consistent when it was nonsense. At least even though he had no plan, at least it would have been consistent with storytelling.
The vision, yeah,
it will be consistent, even though he has no plan. Like at least it will be. He wouldn't be contradicting the franchise, throwing out the plot point he set up.
Yeah,
like Roman Johnson just threw out a whole bunch of stuff. Like, huh? Like
yeah.
What?
It's like the fuck, you know what I mean? It's like that. I'm gonna do the fuck. You know what I mean? You're like the fuck.
You can't just throw out everything the second movie. The movie trilogy. That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't feel like the second movie feels completely out of place. I'm not saying it's like I don't think it's a bad film, but I think it's a bad Star Wars film. If that makes sense.
Yes, because Ruin Johnson is a postmodernist. Postmodern art can't create anything new. It can only subvert what came before. It can't put anything in the mixing pot and make a new story like how the old rides used to do. All they can do is take what everybody already knows and subvert it. Yeah, that's how comic books in the early 2000s, most indie books is written. Like you don't see that many new superheroes. You just see a subversion of that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like the thing. It seems so much different, man.
Mm-hmm. Like he gonna take what you know about Star Wars and then subvert it. He can't actually create a new story of his own. The Ruin Johnson. Like what will his Star Wars trilogy will look like?
Yeah, and to be honest, I don't fully blame it on him because Kathleen fired like several people. Like it's facts. Like she fired several people or whatever to get the story, and I was just like, they did it. They self-sabotage themselves. Like the Force is female shirts. That's a little much because
how is the Force female? Force is gender neutral at first.
Yeah, the thing is, even back in the when the films originated, they never wore shirts like that. They didn't, and today now they have to. So don't divide your audience. Like, what are you doing here, right? It's just like film is about escape.
Yeah, but even Knives Out ruined by Ruin Johnson.
You know what I mean? Like,
I know.
Film is supposed to be escaping reality. Reality is too dark.
I know. That's why I watch entertainment. That's why it's consume entertainment to escape. But anyway, talking about the random minutes in the chat. But even with Knives Out, Ruin Johnson just subverted expectations. Keep in mind, the entire setup of Knives Out is of a stereotypical detective movie. They're at a mansion, a murder happens. The detective has to figure out the murder, but then it subverts our expectations. So Zack same setup is Clue, but
Random Menace kind of has a point because if you look at J.J. Abrams, when he did Heroes, and then I think he did Lost as well. I mean,
Heroes was good. To start out with,
right? And
I didn't see Heroes.
Do what?
I didn't see Heroes, but then again, how old was I at the time? I was like 5.
It's older, man. It's older. I understand. It's older. But Heroes did fall off. I'll admit that. Heroes did fall off. Like, it was really strong at first and it fell off.
What's up, Dillard?
My shake alert didn't even work. There was an earthquake. I didn't even feel it.
What's going on, Wahoo?
Yeah, it was a 4.2. I'm supposed to get my shake alert, but it didn't even go off.
What? Are you sleeping?
No. I have a shake alert on my phone. It's an earthquake app.
Okay.
It was developed by University of Berkeley. It's an early warning system. There was an earthquake at 6:29 p.m. and it was felt all the way to San Francisco. I didn't feel shit. I didn't hear it. I didn't get an alert or anything.
I wasn't saying Knives Out was a bad movie. I'm saying that is that even in that movie, he didn't create a mixing pot story as you normally do. He just took the cliche set up and subverted that. So even though it's a good movie, still using postmodernist writing.
So, Elihu, is Kate chasing a storm right now, or what's going on? I know Kate's a weather woman or whatever, or
she's probably asleep.
Yeah, but she's the person, I don't know, always on the weather.
She's the morning weather person for a weather station in Sioux City, Iowa, and she's also a storm chaser. Chases tornadoes for fun, and for a living.
Oh, Weather Girl Kitty, yeah.
Yeah, Weather Kate.
Yeah, she's cool. She's really cool. Oh, nice out. Yeah.
And Elihu, if you didn't feel the quake, stop complaining. You lived through it,
yeah, but you misunderstanding what I said. I didn't say Knives Out was a bad movie. I said that Ruin Johnson can only do postmodernist writing, and that Knives Out was just proof of that. I mean, I didn't see Loopers. I don't know about Looper, but seriously now, he took the cliche setup and subverted that.
Well, I was just complaining because I didn't get my shake alert.
Well, just because your shake weight didn't start bouncing, I mean, come on, dude.
It's supposed to work.
But what I was talking about is J.J. Abrams. He didn't have a plan, but at the same time, we wouldn't just discard plot points. Like, for example, Ray was not J.J. Abrams' idea. You can't convince me that Ray was J.J. Abrams' idea. And anything, Ray was Kathleen Kennedy's idea.
Hold on. If you're
a fucking hack.
I know, but he can't be that stupid. Since I've seen good movies. He can't be. I see okay movies directed by him. See, the thing with
That's not because of his directing. That's because he lucked into having another crew that could do all the work for him.
If you look at all his work, it's a copy of something else.
I know, but the thing,
he's a fucking hack.
I know, but the thing.
That's to say.
Hey, Darth Master.
Expand, man.
I'm not finished. The thing is, the character of Ray doesn't even seem like he would even come up with that, because Finn, the character Finn is already such a great character that why would you have
They
Ray there
nerfed
to begin
him,
with?
man. They
No,
nerfed
why would you have Ray there to begin with? The only reason why Ray is there because J.J. Abrams had to come up with a hack copy of Luke Skywalker at the last minute because Kathleen Kennedy, the man that she needed a female protagonist, even though he didn't plan for one.
Now let me ask you this: is this the
They
same
nerfed
trilogy
him so
where
bad.
RJ took over the second movie and Abrams had to come back for the third?
Exactly.
They nerfed Finn so bad, man. That
I
was
know.
a missed opportunity. It was such a unique story.
I
and
know.
a
Finn's just a great
choice.
character.
They didn't just
Like,
nerf him; they
because,
turned him
like,
into
a
an absolute
stormtrooper-
racial stereotype.
Yeah, a joke.
And
I mean, I'm
they
black
ruined
myself.
His character, he was the reactionary man. It's like always screaming Ray, and I was like, man, this is so bad. You know what I mean?
No,
Like, what J.J. Abrams painted out in the first. Maybe it was safe, and they should have expanded on like the material because it was a rehashing the New Hope. They should have technology moves on. Even paint jobs change. Even if you're at the peak of technology, paint jobs change. So I am an avid Star Wars fan, so I'm going to poke at it. I'm like, all right. So you're going to tell me after like 20 or 30 years, paint jobs don't change? That's absolutely bullshit.
The close
not real.
Can I please buy some lead additive for my paint?
Yeah, and it is also Kylo Ren
Later,
has
guys.
fucking been training all his life.
See you later.
If your force ability is like far more than 9,000 over you, someone that is smarter than you, look at Batman versus Superman, is still gonna like make you look ridiculous at points and times. So like I realized the love interest thing. But what happened at the end is, to me, I was like, all right, so what are the stakes anymore? And then they kill off fucking Snoke in the second movie. It's like, all right,
I know. That was the biggest point.
There was clearly no plan.
I know, like
There
that was
clearly no
when they
plan.
killed Snoke. When they killed Snoke in the second movie, that was the point. Me and Raheem Theater just had the most massive reaction ever.
If it's Chozo.
It was utterly ridiculous, man. They had no plan. And
I just want to let you know I'm fucking with you. I don't give a shit about Star Wars.
You know, I still like all this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I still like all the stuff, and that I watch it. Like if you're gonna demand people to come back, invest their time and money into this stuff, like you gotta throw us a bone here, right? So I like debating about it. So it's not that deep to me.
But let me explain something to you right now. Me and my brother saw The Last Jedi in theaters on opening weekend.
I was on a date. It sucked.
Me and my older brother saw The Last Jedi in theaters on opening weekend. Okay, the one major thing that caused a major reaction from me and the audience is these two things. When Luke Skywalker drank that green milk from the space sea monster. And two, when Snoke got killed halfway through the movie.
Yeah, the Snoke thing got me.
That doesn't make any sense because he's the only bad guy in the movie. He has charisma to be the villain.
Yeah.
Look at everybody else. Kylo Ren has been made into this emo boy. He's basically Dark Helmet taken seriously. Like I said earlier.
No. Dark Helmet was a spoof of Vader. Don't tie him into this shit.
I know.
Don't fuck with Mel Brooks with me. No. Don't fuck with Mel Brooks.
He lost all clout after Rey one-upped in the first film. That's why it was a situation. Because after that, what are the stakes? Kylo Ren was playing as Darth Vader 2.0. It's called bad writing. Because Vader is really strong. He's a juggernaut character, but he has robotic parts slowing him down. Kylo Ren is 2.0, a legacy character. Their plan was never for Rey to be a Palpatine. Rey is a Palpatine. So that is the problem.
Yeah.
Because none of this was ever planned. They had no absolutely plan for any of this.
Like he just randomly brought Palpatine back to life, because it's clearly supposed to be Snoke at the end, in the third movie. But they
And
randomly
Snoke is nerfed too. Like Kylo Ren, like he was like destroying both him and like Kylo Ren and Rey like they were nothing, and then he dies because of plot. You know what I mean? It was bad. Like it's like okay, well,
I know, like I said, J.J. Abrams had no end goal, but at least he would have kept everything consistent, and we will come up with probably make more sense than whatever the hell that had to do at the last minute because Ruin Johnson threw out all the
that was a
it may have been more consistent. It doesn't mean it would have sucked less.
Yeah, J.J. Abrams is probably the greatest action director of our time.
Boy, are you full of shit, Dillard?
Dillard, what
are you talking about? Michael Bay can direct the right bit of action. The right bit of action. Then
wait, did Michael Bay direct the second Transformers or just the first?
He directed all Transformers except the Bumblebee.
Yeah, the second one was no good.
You can always tell us the Michael Bay with all of those explosions.
Michael Bay is horrible at stories, though.
Let's go
now.
Like J.J. Abrams did Ghost Protocol, which is the best Mission Impossible movie ever.
That's facts. That's really good. Fast.
J.J. Abrams did the reboot of Star Trek, a series that had already been long. No, shut up, bros. You're always triggered by everything.
Fucking suck.
You gotta control yourself.
I like sequel directions, but the first movie seemed like it was kind of okay, just kind of Star Wars.
Well, Star Trek had been dead for a long time. It had, and he brought it back. Yes, it had.
In the form of Star Wars, with Star Trek name on it, but it was good. But it was so good as a standalone movie. But it was
a fantastic standalone. We didn't do the second one. I don't
know. Especially considering it was in an alternate timeline. I think the way that he directed the first movie was
fantastic.
It was. And here's another thing. It coincided with the release of Star Trek Online, so there was that. So.
And the thing is, they begged him to come back.
Popcorn flick. It's not good trying to tie it to something intellectual. It was not an intellectual movie.
It's a movie. You're not gonna recreate TNG or the original series. It's not gonna happen. I mean, look at how.
They don't need to recreate the other stuff. Just not be as dumb as it fucking is. And how about not using a million tons of lens flare and bad lighting effects?
Okay, so
we did was big Star Wars.
People were gawking at how beautiful it looked. Now, until people started copying,
it looked like it failed film class.
Rose, you had your chance to speak. Once the already,
no, because you interrupted me.
No, and there you go again. Look at this crazy woman. All right, now, once the people were saying universally, Star Trek, the reboot that J.J. Abrams did was beautiful to look at. The sound effects, the and then all the lens flare. They did, and then as soon as everybody started copying the lens flare on everything, then J.J. Abrams is nothing but lens flare.
Now I disagree because I didn't like the lens flare even the first time I saw the movie. I'm like, that's a little over the top. I mean, I don't mind some here and there, but it just seemed like every other space scene had that flare, and it was just it kind of distracted from what could have been some really awesome beauty shots and fantastic space scenes.
I actually like the new Star Trek. I realized it's not like what Star Trek is. You know,
I know. I felt the same way.
Them.
But then
it's Captain Kirk, whatever, where they're going. I don't know. I realize they feel like more like Star Wars as far as the action, because Star Trek is supposed to be more about intellectual.
Trek was supposed to be more cerebral and not as action, right?
But though, I mean, every actor gave a good performance, though.
Mm-hmm. But then storylines.
My hatred of what they did was not because of the actors. I have nothing against the actors. It's not even that it would have been as bad if they'd actually just not tried to tie it to the original series. If they tried to not tie it to these beloved characters and just made it its own thing, because it wasn't anything like the original Trek anyways. Why make that? Why not just make it its own?
You're not going to lie, though. It was cool when they brought in the original Spock.
They gave
about 1 minute of good performance in each movie because of that.
This is what I want to.
That's not because of anything other than the fact that Nimoy was a fucking badass, and I miss him to hell.
And this is what I want to say to your argument, Rosetta. It was in a different timeline. They didn't have.
I know that exactly. It doesn't matter. They still butchered classic.
Rosetta doesn't know that. That's why she's making these crazy statements.
Understand. It doesn't matter to those of us who respect the characters as what they are. It's not about whether or not it's a different timeline. It's about the fact that they were so off on so many things about the key characteristics of the character.
Well, that's why the timeline.
No, let me finish my fucking statement.
No, you already did.
No, I didn't. I'm in the fucking middle of it.
Was progressing differently.
Fuck off!
Whoa.
I'm telling you, everything gets her riled up. I don't understand.
Yeah.
But the thing is that the timeline was not progressing like it normally would in the original series, which is why they had to go in and try to fix it.
I know, but why they use the old characters? I don't know. This could have been easy, a new cast of characters, but whatever.
Because alternate timelines have always been a thing in Star Trek. So
all
they did with the Kelvin timeline was take that idea of an alternate timeline.
What if everything was like Star Wars instead? What if all was action scenes instead? It was good. What if we had all these action scenes instead, and it's all explosions and ship battles and stuff?
What was the question? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think I missed it too.
Alternate timelines. It's always been a thing in Star Trek.
Yes, it has.
Yeah. So what if?
I mean, one of the original shows had them going, and they were responsible for the Roswell incident. Like they always go back and do crazy timeline jumps and all kinds of craziness. I mean, it's not out of character for the.
That was DS9. Yeah, where Quark and Nog and Ram. Yeah.
But anyways, the thing is, I actually had no problem with the first one. I saw in Into Darkness, and I did not like that one. I not like Into Darkness, but I didn't see the third one.
But that wasn't Abrams.
Oh, the second one's Abrams. Oh, I know.
I think the third one was.
But second, again,
the third one felt very much like an original show where they had people separated and they were on a planet, but they were on different areas of the planet. They were all kind of working separately to solve their individual problems and then come to a head and do a big action thing at the end.
The first one was Abrams. Into Darkness was second or third?
Second.
Okay. I can't remember if Abrams directed it or not. That was that Wrath of Khan wannabe, which I think was totally BS. I did not like that movie.
But I did not like that either.
I loved the first one I really loved. And the second one I didn't care for, but the third one.
I ain't watched the third one yet.
The third one, what was the name of the third?
Infinity Beyond?
In Star Trek Beyond, yes.
Star Trek Beyond, yeah, Beyond.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. I'll sit there and watch the 2009 and Beyond, but as far as the second one goes, now granted they have some really great actors in the second movie. Benedict Cumberbatch and the guy that played the Admiral. He's a great actor. I can't remember his name right offhand, but
the RoboCop guy.
Yeah, the RoboCop guy. That's the guy. He also played in Enterprise as a character. But yeah, I mean, they had some great actors. It was just I didn't think they needed to revisit Khan.
Yeah. Well, what they did didn't make any sense. Like they awakened. It's like they're trying to recreate Demolition Man with Khan, and it didn't make any sense. Like they took him out the freezer because they needed somebody of old primitive warlike mind to weaponize the spaceships better. But the guys from the 1990s, so how can you weaponize spaceships better than what they have with their modern with their futuristic technology?
In the original series, when Khan showed up, he was able to, not unlike in the Next Generation when Moriarty showed up, was able to get up to speed relatively quicker than anybody else could, and was even taking over the ship, even though these people were clearly had lots of time to do it. Just the superior mind is able to just go ahead and just trump everything they're doing.
Right, and Moriarty was based off of a computer program from the Enterprise's main computer because of how Data and Geordi said, give us a character that can beat Data, basically is how Moriarty was created. That's how he gained sentience, so to speak. And they put him in that box. So I'm just wondering,
I may
did
have
he die in that?
In my logic, I just found out that Into Darkness was directed by Abrams.
Okay, that's what I thought. I thought so, but I wanted you to find out for your own.
Abrams did them all.
Okay, I got it. Yeah, but see, but thing is, back to Star Wars again. Finn was originally supposed to be the protagonist of Star Wars trilogy. I could tell from how it was set up in First Force Awakens. Because he has an original, very interesting story as a former stormtrooper who turns good and sees the light, and now has to fight against his own empire he's working for. But
I think what Rian Johnson was trying to do, and I don't think it was a mistake. I think the way he went about it was a mistake. But I think what he was trying to do was whittle down Star Wars into a more intimate story. Because the way it was set up in the first movie, and especially the way the third movie kind of climaxed, it was just intense scene after scene after scene of different things happening. And there wasn't actually like a coherent narrative, and there was no character development whatsoever other than Rey. It's like she was the only person that people even thought about writing for. And in order to do that, you got to cut out some characters, and I guess Finn was just on the chopping block because of China.
China hates me, and it hates all. Yeah, China really hate me.
I'm going to agree with the Random Menace. I think Into Darkness is worse than Discovery too. Just to be honest with you.
No, Discovery is probably worse. I mean, when you go woke as Discovery did, then you might appreciate Into Darkness more. But thing is, with Star Wars, okay, Finn was clearly set up to be main protagonist because he actually has.
He was set up to be what?
To be the protagonist because
he actually
has because he actually has an interesting story. We started with him almost entirely. We focus on his emotional struggles. He actually has struggles, unlike Rey, who just kind of wins all the time. Like seriously,
but I mean, those people exist.
Yeah,
I mean, there are people that are born much more force sensitive than others.
See,
of junk.
Yeah, but still need training on use the powers. That's the strange thing. That's the thing. Nobody comes out the womb using the Force. Even Anakin, who's made from the Force, can do that.
I mean, Grogu does.
The problem with Star Wars is like if you look at Bad Batch, like they're like they have it's very formulaic, like right? Don't you feel like Bad Batch is trying to make Omega the new Baby Yoda?
I haven't watched the Bad Batch.
Hey, Grogu's Baby Yoda, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like
yeah. Oh, that's bad.
Yes,
I know
Grogu is the name for Baby Yoda.
Okay, I got it. Grogu. The thing is, Grogu is from the force sensitive species, Yoda species. But this entire species is force sensitive, so it makes sense for them. But Rey's a human, so that doesn't make any sense.
I mean, Omega is human, but like Omega is a clone, though. They like
exactly. You can't come out the womb using the force. You need training. That's how the entire franchise works. You can't just ignore that. No, use the Force, no, use the powers. But the thing is, Rey just immediately learns how to use the Force because, the Force is female, and she instantly learns how to do everything and fight all the bad guys by herself, and she doesn't need a team.
It's a weak argument for Rey because that Kylo Ren trained all his life, had the Knights of Ren, and the fact that a brawler will get their ass wiped to an actual UFC fighter. Like the way I look at it is Kimbo Slice versus like George St. Pierre.
Ray didn't even know about the Force until Ray didn't even know about the Force until her own movie.
He was exposed when there's a thing called Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I don't give a F. Like Goku still beats Broly because you watch Dragon Ball Super movie because there's a called thing of being a martial artist and know how to fight and outsmarting people. Like Batman outsmarts Superman in the comics. Like, you know, you can't just have this character that's inexperienced and always fought like, you're like, well, she's been fighting all her life. It's like, who did she fight against? Like,
plus she never used the force before.
People that
No, that is that.
But who's to say that she never used the Force before? I mean, young Anakin was on that planet, and for some reason, he was better than everybody else at everything, even though he was not trained in the Force.
No, she never used the Force before because that's why it's called The Force Awakens.
I know, but no, here's
not only
that, but Anakin.
It wasn't until Kylo Ren exposed her to the Force.
But that is but
she never used the Force before.
I know, but that's
like 115 pounds. He weighs like 220 pounds. He's 6'2".
He's a trained fighter.
Trained all of his life.
And he knows how
to use
the Force.
Thank you, Random Menace. That's a very good point.
Young person, and Kylo Ren is a seasoned vet.
I know.
But there's a reason they have rules in UFC because seasoned vets will get taken out if you are able to bite and things like that.
I know, but here's his strange. Yeah, I know, but here's a strange thing. No, this the Star Wars sequel trilogy. Rey is able to use the Force to its average extent immediately. They become a Jedi Master almost immediately. Immediately. She just had the Force. She never used the Force before. Kylo Ren has been training with the Force all his life and been training as lightsaber doing all his life.
He's a legacy character. At that point in time, they didn't know he was Rey was going to be a Palpatine. They did not.
I know. It makes no sense. It makes no sense because even a child of a powerful Force user still has to train. Luke Skywalker still had to train. Keep in mind, his daddy was Darth Vader.
Luke lost it a lot in the original trilogy. Yeah,
I know,
but
Luke still had to train. Luke was the son of Darth Vader of all people, who is created through the Force,
and he still was too old.
Yeah, no, I know.
True. I bet he still can't. I bet he still can't lift an X-wing out of that mud bog though.
And Luke still had to train.
He still failed though. Luke still failed. He had the hero's journey.
I know. Rey didn't even have the hero's journey. She just immediately beat Kylo Ren at the end.
You know how to work like the Han Solo shit and like it's the way they painted. I'm not.
There was no hero's journey.
It's just the way they set it up. Right, like she's Obi-Wan, or like the way they looked at her in that scene.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's just the way they're written. I'm not saying Rey is a bad character, just like
she was
painted in the first film.
Yeah,
and it's like
they had a lightsaber duel at the end of the first movie, which they shouldn't have had because the original Star Wars, The New Hope, didn't have that.
I thought you wanted it to be different from the original.
I know, but no.
What my take on that whole trilogy was, okay, so you had Abrams doing the first movie. You had Rian Johnson doing the second movie. Then you bring Abrams in for the third. Well, Abrams basically had to go through in the third movie and fix everything Johnson did in the second movie. When if you would have left Abrams on for all three movies, it probably would have turned out to be a decent trilogy.
I know,
at least trilogy.
I know, at least been on level, same level as the prequels, at least. But now we got some kind of disaster. What you made is a disaster, though.
So instead of all this arguing about characters, why not put the blame where it lies, which is with the, basically the top brass of the movie studios.
That's correct.
Putting a different director in for the second movie when they should have just kept the same director for all three movies because Abrams already had a vision for the three movies.
There should have been more definitive choices. Is what I'm saying. More definitive, like what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. But you won't put Chekhov's guns in the first movie, but they don't go off, huh? Because
even if you would have had Rian Johnson doing all three movies, it would have been better than what it came out as.
I know exactly.
Right, that's my point.
I'm gonna intervene. The House of Mouse Star Wars is. I'm sorry. It's not Star Wars. It's garbage Star Wars. It's garbage Wars. It's garbage Wars. I'm sorry. That's how I see it. I'm a fan since 77. Since 77. Hello. since when the first Star Wars, not Star Wars New Hope, just Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's about it. Let's wrap it up on the subject of Star Wars.
Got it. Okay. And Dilla Draws, if you weren't here before, I gotta make a trailer for my campaign and then probably launch it. I'm still thinking how the trailer's gonna be. But I think I'm gonna do a parody of the New Warriors trailer with myself. As a place of Daniel Kimball Smith. It's kind of funny actually.
So,
That's my idea.
what's the next subject then? If we're moving on from Star Wars,
Can you imagine? Everybody always saw that New Warriors trailer from 2020. I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do a parody of that with me in place of Daniel Kimball Smith.
Is that the one with the internet gas and all that?
Yes.
Okay.
And a snowflake and safe space and stuff. And I remember.
I mean, if you want your campaign to fail, I mean,
no, I'm going to do a parody of that. I'm going to do a parody of that with me in place of Daniel Kimball Smith. It's going to be hilarious.
Oh dang!
I don't know. That doesn't sound like it would work. It doesn't sound like there's enough people that are aware of that.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
No,
honestly.
everybody knew
about independent comic.
Properties. Everybody knew saw that trailer. Even people who don't read comic books saw that trailer.
I don't think that's true. I mean,
I did. I watched David Collins' video. David Collins don't give a crap about comic books. He talked about it.
Who's that? I don't know who that is. Who's that?
Exactly.
Who's David Collins?
To be honest.
Even Altori talked about it. And she don't give a crap about comics. She's watched movies like the movie.
Comic book industry has
literally everybody talked about that trailer when it came out. I first discovered the trailer from watching Just Some Guy video.
I mean, I'm just giving you my opinion.
I first discovered what the new Warriors was from watching Just Some Guy video. I was on the flow. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. So Snowflake at Safe Space. Trailblazer, a morbidly obese superhero named Trailblazer.
Well, those are horrible. Those are really
screen time. An agent got stuck to who's basically a walking, talking smartphone.
I want to see Tim's mask. Can you get closer to the camera?
No, I can. There we go. It's a Kylo Ren, right? The Kylo Ren the from the last film.
Oh, after he got his mask mended up.
Yeah.
Why do you? You need a black glove, Tim.
Yeah, I do have some black gloves. I need like the film cover thing for the eyes because it's like you can't see his eyes, but you can see my eyes, right? So, but
they have that makeup that you use underneath the domino mask. That powder.
You have to be really looking.
Dab that powder around your eyes.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see what this does. I have a light right here. Let me dim it a little bit more and see if this helps.
Go get your shine box. That's got some black stuff.
You can see.
No, you're making it brighter.
Okay, hold on. Let's go. A little bit lighter. No, it's actually set at the dimmest, so it can change a little bit. But I feel like what I had was the best. But maybe let's shut it off. Watch this. Shut it off. All right, that looks a little better. All right, you can't see my eyes.
Yeah, but now I can't see your mask either. Now you just look like Daft Punk or something.
You can kind of see it like the coloring, but I mean, no, I'm getting some like legitimately like cosplay stuff in. I'm getting like Supreme Leader, the actual.
I mean, that mask doesn't look cheap.
Yeah, it wasn't cheap, but like no, I'm getting like a legit helmet. There's a difference between a helmet and a mask, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm getting the helmet in. And I'm getting the costume in, and I'm getting the lightsaber in because I feel like it's a good choice because my TikTok is growing. For anyone that doesn't follow my TikTok or anything like that, Mark Hamill liked my TikTok video, and I'm friends with Liz Wonder, the biggest. Liz Wonder is the biggest.
Mark Hamill. Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, the same Mark Hamill that drank green milk?
Yeah, and the same Mark Hamill voiced the Joker. That guy.
Yeah.
Luke Skywalker?
Yes,
I'm not
yes.
sure if you
Luke
guys know who that
Skywalker
is, but Mark
himself.
Hamill liked my TikTok video. And then Liz Wonder, biggest cosplayer for Wonder Woman. I'm friends with her, mutual friends with her, and she shared my one of my videos out, and so I made some good connections, and I'm just like, all right, geez, man, I'm just gonna go full 100 into this. So I spend all my time on that, like any off time I get, I invest in that, and yeah. So pretty much everything's been different after that.
Well,
So,
hey, anything you enjoy doing, especially a hobby, especially if it, and it sounds like for you, it's opening up opportunities you might not have had before. So, hey, that's up.
Congratulations.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
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 Yeah. But everybody, but Dylan, when I first saw the new Warriors trailer last year, I was on the ground laughing. I couldn't believe what I saw. It's like
All right. I mean, I'm sorry. Shit.
Yeah. You have a morbidly obese woman leading the superhero team. Like what? But anyway, I'm gonna do. So I plan to do a parody of the trailer.
Wait. Why can't you have a fat woman leading superheroes? Just call her Fat Felicia. I mean, hell, we had Fat Albert back in the day. Why not?
Or maybe Faith. We already have Faith, so from Valiant. So,
Faith in the Future Force. Yeah, Faith was that's a big gal.
Yeah. Yeah, but I plan to do.
I don't know. Maybe the trailer's gonna be super dope, and then it's gonna hit like wildfire. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Of course, I'm gonna have that green mask on with hoodie on. Just look like Amon, but with green mask, white mask.
So,
you mean you're not gonna show your face?
I'm not gonna show my face. It's gonna be just like I'm gonna look just like Amon from Legend of Korra, with green mask instead of white mask.
Oh, I never seen that.
So anyone here
better off not watching it, Dylan, because the first season of Legend of Korra was not good, and the show did not get better from there. It was not a good show. It holds no can to Avatar.
Because I never watched Avatar, so I never watched.
I watched all three. Three seasons of Avatar. Better watch that. Don't watch any of Legend of Korra. I'm telling you, don't.
Do you watch Dragon Ball Z?
Of course, I watched Dragon Ball Z. I didn't see Super though.
Oh damn, dude! I'm huge Dragon Ball Z. I cosplay. That's good.
I know my brother's a huge Dragon Ball Z fan.
Okay, I never watched.
Yeah, you're talking stuff that my daughter watches and cosplays too now. So
yeah, there's a real back.
Yeah.
But, no, do you guys? I feel like this may be universal. Blank Man. You guys ever seen Blank Man?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I've seen that. Well, with Wayne's brothers,
right?
That was actually a good film.
Yeah,
it was good, man. I don't know if they could ever make that. It was like the comedian was on SNL. He was in what was that military film?
Major Pain.
Yes. That was so great, and oh my god, dude, that was he was hot in the 90s. He was, and
is that one of Wayne's brothers?
Yeah, Damon.
Yeah, Damon. Yeah.
Yeah, man. No, dude. Oh my gosh, dude. That film was so great. Major Pain, Blank Man, everything it was in was on fire at the time. It was so good.
Could people make a good superhero parody movie nowadays?
No, man, because we're too soft.
They made a great superhero parody. You didn't see The Man of Steel?
I could, but it would be considered. It would be considered so toxic that they'd have to ban it, like they used to do back in the 90s.
I'll love you to see you make a parody of modern day superhero movie franchises. What
is that? What is that? Not another superhero movie.
Not another superhero movie.
That was actually funny.
Imagine you have a joke about how the villain and the hero always have the same powers. Can you imagine how funny that would be?
Like if they all had the same power?
No, but both got the same powers always. The villain and the hero both have the same powers always.
I think they made that joke in that Not Another Superhero movie.
I never seen none of superhero. No,
Well, you gotta watch it. It's really funny.
When it came out, when that come out?
I don't know, 2001.
Because and now on that, but also like there's
it stars that guy from Drake and Josh, the kid, the skinny one.
Okay. I remember. I do remember seeing Drake and Josh as a kid when I was 6, but I don't. Yeah.
Oh, I like Drake and Josh.
Yeah.
Okay, it came out in 2008. Is when it came out.
Okay. I imagine making one now for all the superhero tropes and movie tropes we have established now.
Yeah, Drake Bell. Drake Bell was the star.
Yeah, imagine making one now, like one like exactly like that, but now.
And even had the villain was the guy that played Shooter McGavin in Happy Gilmore.
And just to be fair, the Not Another Superhero movie was just a continuation of Not Another type movies that had been big since the 90s.
Teen movies.
All that stuff.
Well,
Scary. What was the one? Scary Movie, right?
Scary Movie. Oh, but those type of parody moves basically killed things as Seltzer and Freeberg. They was horrible. Their movies are horrible.
Those are good movies.
I don't know if it's Chozo. I'm starting to lose respect for your opinion.
What? Epic Movie, Meet the Spartans, Disaster
Movie. Those are all terrible.
Oh.
I'm talking about like the first, the Not Another Teen movie was, of course, probably the best one out of all of them.
No, I didn't see those movies. I'm talking about Seltzer and Freeberg pretty much killed that genre of movies.
I don't know who Seltzer and Freeberg are.
They made Epic Movie and Disaster Movie and Meet the Spartans.
I think I seen Meet the Spartans.
Yeah, I didn't see Meet the Spartans. I saw Epic Movie. That was
silly.
terrible.
They're all toilet humor, I guess.
Yeah, and they make references to movies that they hadn't even come out yet. And Disaster, yeah.
They're all
horrible.
silly and dumb.
I know. Not only that, but they don't even try to parody anything. They throw a bunch of movies together, and that's it. It don't make any sense. Like Epic Movie has them go from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory to the Chronicles of Narnia, because all these movies came out recently, so they want to capitalize on it. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, it don't make any sense to the Chronicles of Narnia, and then they try to mix in then they had what else? Then they had a whole bunch of Happy Feet, and then they had insane the same movie. I make this up. And then we had Click with Adam Sandler. The Adam Sandler movie, the Click just showed up at the end for some reason with 300. It don't make it. It don't.
Were these movies major releases? I don't know about these. I've never heard of these movies.
I've heard of Happy Feet and Click and.
No, they put all that into one.
No, I'm
movie.
talking about the parody movie he's talking about.
Oh, yeah. Epic Movie? Yeah, Epic Movie was a thing.
That was a disaster.
They're all bad. They were all bad.
I know. They put all that stuff in one movie and try to parody all that stuff and all this random stuff. And Harry Potter. And
Bill's had enough of this conversation.
Yeah, I really have.
Can you believe what I'm saying? They tried to put all this random stuff into this one movie and they even had Harry Potter in there.
Yeah, it sounds like you're talking about a group of directors or a group of movie makers that decided to try to do the, the parody stuff and were bad at it.
Yeah, they were. That's they did.
Bad at it, yes.
They were very bad at it. They tried to put all that stuff, all that stuff in one movie, even though it don't make no sense, nor does it connect together. And then they only make a joke about it. They just have a toilet humor. That's it.
Yeah, Mel Brooks did spoofing pretty well.
No. Like I saw Spaceball. That was hilarious.
Yeah, like the Mel Brooks movies, or even like the Hot Shots movies, are hilarious.
Like I saw
Airplane,
Sandals.
That kind of.
I saw Airplane.
Very hilarious movies.
I saw especially Spaceball.
Just because
hilarious.
It all has to do with the writing and the timing and stuff. Yes, Airplane had spoofs of Saturday Night Fever, and it had spoofs of other movies and things like that. But it was so well done, and the timing was perfect. There's no way you can hate on it.
That's the thing that the modern films don't have. They don't have great comedic timing.
Yeah, like
the jokes land flat almost.
Or even even as recently as Not Another Teen Movie, which was a good one. It was a good parody movie. there was just a point where the teacher's up on them, and there was a joke that had nothing to do with satirizing anything that existed. He was just on the board talking about poetry, and you don't even see the kid, just some voice in the back, some ADR voice in the background going, "Know what I think about poetry?" You know, it was like, but the timing was perfect.
Hey,
it was bookended by, of course, the girl falling through the top and all that shit falling on all the class kids, you know?
I always wondered if that wasn't a reference to Dead Poet Society, just for some messed up reason.
It might have been. I don't know. But that movie had some fantastic timing.
I remember seeing a Scary Movie. How hilarious that was. The Wayans brothers did a parody of Scream, where it's actually very funny. They mix Scream and I Know What You Did Last Summer together, but it makes sense because I Know What You Did Last Summer was copying off a Scream, so it makes sense to mix that together.
Right.
And okay, now what does Charlie and the Chocolate Factory have to do with the Chronicles scenario?
I don't know. Why are we talking about it? Why are we talking about it?
I know. So how you mix that together?
Well, Fizz Chozo is very upset about this movie. He wants to express that.
Yeah, and then they had randomly meet dancing penguin in Narnia.
Man, how many times you watched this movie? Jesus.
No, I didn't watch the movie once. I still remember every painful minute of it.
You got the Blu-ray steel box of this movie?
Wow.
I watched the movie once on TV.
Movies like that, I instantly forget. You know?
I know you're like Tim Possible shitting all over Star Wars, but you're sitting there in a Kylo Ren outfit.
We need to get this. We need to get Fizz Chozo together with Vile Mike to make a category just for this movie. For Jeopardy.
Piece of junk.
Yeah, movie spoofs.
Out of the sky.
Yeah, I like discussing these topics. So I've been doing this on my YouTube channel with Trey McHale. It's very, very, very odd conversations. You should see some of the clips, video uploads I have taken from it. They are, yeah, they are strange. But because he has entirely different opinions on things that I do, and we oftentimes get into weird arguments. It's hilarious.
Are these weird arguments sexually charged?
No. Like I don't like the Purple Man, for example, but he does. But
what the hell is the Purple Man?
That's a Daredevil villain.
What is Purple Man?
That's a Daredevil villain.
I don't even know what the Purple Man is. Sorry.
That's a Daredevil villain from the comics.
I know you've talked about him before.
That's a deep cut.
The Purple Man is a Daredevil villain from Marvel Comics. It's created back in the 60s. But the Purple Man is the main. They had David Tennant playing the Purple Man the first season of Jessica Jones. Did you see the Marvel Netflix shows?
I did.
Go ahead.
I know what you're talking about. I've seen all of them, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me unmute myself to say, yes, I did see those, but let me turn off my air conditioning because it's probably making
look, man, Daredevil is really solid.
I love Daredevil.
Furniture was solid. Jessica Jones
Daredevil.
was kind of boring.
It was boring. I hated Jessica Jones.
Yeah. And then, Luke Cage was really strong halfway through. When they killed off
Cottonmouth,
yeah. Mahershala Ali. He's won 2 Oscars.
And now it's going to be Blade now in the same universe. This is strange.
Oh, that guy's Oscars were just diversity Oscars. That guy's a terrible actor.
I don't think he's a terrible actor, but
like right in the middle of the show, he went into the same old tired ass cliche, and oh my god, it was like watching an episode of like Dolomite, like how one dimensional his character was.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I've only seen the first season of Daredevil and a couple and 4 episodes of the second season. I got bored with I kind of got bored with the second season of Daredevil, but kind of got bored. I'm not watching all with.
No, Daredevil was good enough to carry because I didn't watch Jessica Jones. I watched the first couple episodes and I dipped out. I was like, I don't know. It was good enough. Daredevil itself was good enough to carry me all the way until when they did the Defenders. And when that finished, I dipped out. I was like, that was great. I loved it, and I'm done with it.
Yeah, what is his face? Iron Fist. Man, oh my god. did.
Yeah, that was
Oh my
unwatchable.
God. The girl actress, the Asian actress, is so beautiful. I fell in love with her. That's probably why I watched it.
I'm not even going to watch Iron Fist. But
Yeah,
but anyways,
that's why I
I
watched
watched.
the show, because her character development was so better than Iron Fist. And when you do that for the main character, it's like, dude, who are you writing this for? I mean, the show's called Iron Fist, but I'm falling in love with this Asian chick.
The
Which
reason
is
for this being that
absolutely beautiful, by the way.
they didn't have the budget, nor did they care to show Iron Fist's actual arc from the comics. So, but anyways, Jessica Jones. I watched the first episode. Then I watched the second episode, and I didn't. Basically,
You're kind of cutting out a little bit. Can you repeat what you just said?
Yeah, you're cutting out, bro.
Okay. I watched the first episode of Jessica Jones. It was horrible. Then I watched the second episode, and I didn't want to watch it anymore, so I didn't. Here's the plot of Jessica Jones. Okay.
You're roboting really bad.
Yeah, we're hearing like every fourth word.
Yeah.
It sounds like maybe if you like unplug and replug in your microphone, that might work.
Yeah, you're roboting.
Or
really bad.
pop them out and pop them back in. That may fix it too. I mean, you never know. StreamYard's glitch.
I don't think mine's glitching. I think it's just mic setting.
Right on.
Jedi Bill's not taking any responsibility for this.
Oh no, I don't think that's gonna fix it though. Look.
Yeah, I mean it's whatever. I mean,
I can't fight with Hong Kong Fooey though. He's correct. Jeff Goldblum is one dimensional, but he can pull it off every time. Very few can, and I don't think that guy can pull it off. There's some movies that I actually do like. Yes, very clearly.
Oh yeah, nice.
Now go back to what you were talking about. You were saying you watched Jessica Jones season 1, and what did you think?
I watched the first episode, and it was horrible. Then I watched the second episode, and I didn't. Let me explain what
he's roboting again.
Damn.
Damn.
The plot is. Damn. The plot of Jessica Jones, essentially, Jessica Jones used to be a sex slave.
As we all were at one point. Yeah.
And she has superhuman strength. She escaped, and she now lives as a private detective, and is depressed all the time, and like dog crap.
I feel like I'm in some sort of a Star Trek time skip right now.
Okay, she treats everybody like dog crap, and is alcoholic.
But is it interesting? Is she cool?
Nope. She has no positive personality trait. Yet we're supposed to like her because no.
Like for instance, in the Mortal Kombat movie, Kano is a complete asshole. But is Jessica Jones interesting?
Nope. She has positive personality traits to speak of. And at the same time, it's funny. It's a complete depressing drama show.
Bill, what do you think about that?
I don't know because I never watched the show.
Oh.
Okay. Then okay.
So I guess we gotta take the guy who used to own her extremely biased opinion on them.
No. And then we get
he's entitled to his opinion. I mean,
I know. And then the guy who used to own her comes back to get her, the Purple Man, played by David Tennant. Now, I like David Tennant. I know I do like him as an actor, but they had him playing as the Purple Man. Now,
I didn't like him in Harry Potter though. That was no good.
Now, the Purple Man is a Daredevil villain who is a serial rapist with mind control powers. In the comics, he got purple skin, but in the TV show they changed it because him having purple skin is too silly. So instead he had purple clothes on all the time. Now, and and they say he had purple clothes on all the time, and he met they can't be Jessica Jones anymore because he's now immune to his mind control powers. So he wants to kill all her friends to spite her. Two questions: why does he care? And second question: why doesn't he take over the world?
Well, maybe she was like super great in the sack, and he really wants her back.
I gotta get going, Bill.
One thing is that okay, he doesn't need her. He doesn't need her for pussy because he can use his powers to get any woman he wants.
Man, this guy's Fizchozo got a crazy low class mouth, Jedi Bill.
And two, okay.
All right.
He need her for anything because he has mind control powers.
You've talked about this several times on the
I know.
here.
Okay, I got.
It's like we're going beating around the bush here.
Yeah, but I have comments. Yeah, I did. Okay, for example, I hated when I watched anime.
You're roboting again, my friend.
Okay.
And this guy Tim Possible is trying to creep me out. Look how close he is to the camera now. This guy's looking into my past.
Well, Tim, you'd be a shoo-in for if the other actor, if
Adam Driver
available. Yeah, Adam Driver. Yeah.
If there's a Star Wars Kylo Ren lookalike competition in Las Vegas, Nevada, you should enter.
Okay, and okay, I had a weird conversation about Elfin Lead and on with Typical. And he's a villain. And I said, what? I mean, she murders children. She is a serial killer. She wants to commit genocide. How's that not a villain? Because he has a silly, savvy side backstory.
Fizz, I can't understand a thing you're talking about. You're roboting someone.
I didn't.
Fizz, you are roboting so much that Darth Vader wouldn't even be able to understand you. Like, no cap on that.
He was saying something about villains. I don't know.
Yeah, no, you're. I love you, man, but like, man, it's like every other word. You're just like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
And we don't need to hear about that R word should not be said at all ever. Okay.
What is the R word?
It's a no word for YouTube. We'll just leave it at that.
Oh yeah, Jedi.
I said
See, I thought Jedi Bill was taken aback by his use of the P word.
I get it.
What?
About Luffy from Elfin League. I was and the thing is,
what are you talking about? Elfin League? Is that what you're saying?
Elfin League.
Sure.
Elfin League. What is that?
Anime.
Right, let's. I'm sorry, Fizz. Let's move on and maybe possibly talk about something else. Guys, what do you guys feel like talking about, guys?
Oh, I don't know. I felt like talking about Star Trek, but you shut that down.
No, I mean Star Trek. Yes. Star Wars. Okay. No, because that's too depressing. I'm sorry, it's too depressing.
It is, isn't it? It's like you have these budgets, these crazy, outrageous budgets, $100 million budgets to make a film. And you make it by committee. You try to throw everything and the kitchen sink into a film, and it never comes out good. It always comes out visually appealing, but it never comes out good. Why do they keep doing it?
Well, look, man. I'm going to answer this like the most professional way I can. If anyone that knows me, I try to subjectively look at something In a way, I'm never going to bring anything political or anything like that. And the way I look at film is purely subjective. So, with that being said, now that I've painted this interface, what I'm going to say is that, I feel like we get too lost. Like, what's happened with Star Wars is they've got too lost in the fact of trying to please the new generation. They're not respecting the old fans. It's things get lost in translation, and things are getting watered down in time.
Here I am, an old fan of the original Star Wars. I'm not talking about the prequels. I'm talking Star Wars.
I'm talking about Star Wars overall.
Okay. This is what I feel like. Remember, that sticker that you sometimes see where the sticker's pissing on Ford or Chevy.
The Calvin and Hobbes sticker.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. And
no, but what I'm saying is, I'm trying to play homage to like the true hardcore fans right now. And what Star Wars is making the big mistake is that they're like, I've worked for cell phone companies, and the big major complaint is all the new companies get the advantages. All the new customers get the advantages, but they don't respect the old customers. So why would the old customers stay within AT&T, right? Why would they stay when they're just appeasing like the new customers for like 2 years get awesome deals, but after that they don't get the awesome deals, and they don't respect the people that have been there from day one. So they're just like, they're not thinking about the end game. And they're like, they're not thinking about indefinitely. They're not respecting their customers. And based on what happened to Gina Carano and all the other people, allowing people on their staff to criticize her is completely wrong. And they're seeing that. The numbers are being affected. That's why in the business meeting that leaked out, they're like, well, you guys seem to be going very one-sided. Because it doesn't matter what your politics are. If your numbers are hitting, that's all that matters. It's a money game. And then Star Wars saw that. These films are not cheap. The streaming services were never going to work because the movie theaters are always going to open back up because like a film that costs like $400 million to make, you're never going to make your money back on a streaming service because there's only so much cap you can make, and that's what they're realizing now. And it just, I don't know. You guys chime in.
So I don't make blockbuster movies anymore.
That's Fizz. Wait a minute. That's why when on these streaming services, those new movies you can watch them in a theater, or you can decide to pay $20. Now $20 for a family of 4 is fine. But if you're just one or a couple, $20 is.
Look what happened to Mulan, man. Mulan made trash. No one's going to pay for that.
It was garbage. I tried to watch that thing 3 times and fell asleep. It's like, it's a sleep aid.
I love the original though.
Yeah, me too.
The animated was classic. It's classic.
Yeah, because like the thing is, they got to recognize, like, dude,
back then they didn't put their political views or their narrative into the story.
100%.
Or they cared about storytelling back then. I think they don't care about storytelling anymore.
Yeah, and
the basis of any film, you gotta have good storytelling.
Yeah,
that's not true. I just watched Godzilla vs. Kong. It was fantastic.
Well, that's a popcorn film. That's different. You know what I mean? That's like
Jedi Bill said the basis of any film.
Let me rephrase my statement. Any great film must have great story.
Yeah, like there's certain movies that are situational. Like Fast and Furious movies are successful, but they know what they are. Star Wars is much greater than that. So they can't work in that same, like, area, if that makes sense. Like Lord of the Rings is To my opinion, unpopular opinion, maybe we'll get canceled after this, but I don't care. Lord of the Rings is better than Star Wars. Like, subjectively, on paper, is better than Star Wars. But what Star Wars does is it's more of a popcorn flick. It's like looking at Pulp Fiction, or it's like looking at like classic films are deemed the best compared to like Fast and the Furious. It's like Fast and Furious may make the $1 billion, whatever, but this film over here, like Shutter Island or Inception, are better than Fast and the Furious, are better than like, you know, these popcorn flicks or Jurassic Park or whatever. Jurassic Park I absolutely love, but it's not like an Oscar-worthy film, right? That's kind of my whole
Jurassic
point.
World.
Hey, Wookiee Lives Matter. Good to see you.
Oh. He must have came off for Lola's last stream. That's probably over.
Yeah, Wookiee Lives Matter says theaters can drown. Let them die. I never liked watching a movie with a loud, smelly stranger, having to smuggle in my munchies, and I can't even smoke. My TV is plenty big. Screw theaters.
Yeah.
I still like movie theaters since you can actually get blockbuster films.
Yeah,
Dude,
me too.
when I was in Italy, they had this cinema near the Arno River Park, and it's called an American Movie Night on Wednesdays. And they would play American films in English. And I was like, oh man, after like 2 months, I was fiending for an American movie, right? We went over there to watch it. Dude, you could drink, you could eat, you can smoke, you could do whatever you want in that theater. It was fantastic. It was the best experience, movie-going experience of my life.
Yeah, I mean, it's like...
Hey, Jesserson. Good to see you, man.
Bill?
Yo.
If you could go back in time to when you were in school, when you were a wee lad in school, there was a subject that you probably glazed over and you probably thought, I could really use that as an adult. What would you go back and retake?
Trying to think, because shit.
I honestly,
I got graduated from high school 30 years ago. I mean, this is our 30th anniversary of a 30th high school reunion this year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Are you going?
No, I don't know if there is.
You got to rent a tuxedo. You got to rent a Lambo and go back to your high school.
I missed my first two.
You got to go, man. You got to go.
You got to show up and show out.
Yeah, Jedi. They've been missing, man. You got a YouTube channel now. Be like, hey, yeah, come to my channel.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got a question for Tim.
Okay.
Tim, you found $100 on the floor. A crisp little stack of 20s. 5 20s. You could not put it in your pocket. You can't save it. You got to go buy something with it. Them's the rules. What do you buy? Can't spend it on bills. Can't spend it on nothing mundane. Just something for you. What would you buy with $100?
Actually, I'd probably give it to someone. And
this guy. The rules are you got to buy something.
Oh, for me, honestly, the first thing I would do is give it to someone that needed it. And then second, if I was gonna use it on myself, I would buy some Kylo gear, or whatever, to enhance my performance. But like, I honestly would give it to someone because, you know, there's people struggling out there and worse than I, and we like to play the pity part on ourselves. And I would really like to help a woman that's single that has a kid and the dad that left him, and I would really like to help them out. You know, because it's just like, you know, I feel like, I don't know, I don't try to be biased, but I really think the dad is the most important figure in any household. If you don't have a dad in there, like, I don't care what
I'm glad I did.
The dad is the most important figure in any household whatsoever. And I would just like to help that cause, like the dad and the relationship and not getting a divorce. And I just, my dad is really
A
important.
lot of people nowadays don't have dads.
Yeah, and like my dad is so important to me, and I love my mom, but like, my dad is my rock, and I just feel like the problem with society today is that they don't have a strong family. Like your dad is like my favorite movie ever is Maximus, or is Gladiator, and that movie spoke to me so much, and for me to have a figure to look up to like that, and this is what this generation is missing. They like to put all these words in front of all these emotions and stuff, but when you have a strong figure of a man or an actual guy that knows who he is, it doesn't like dictate like 5 seconds I can be something different else. He knows what he wants to be. It's fate that puts him in that situation. He knows who he is, and he's a leader. Maximus Aurelius. And the movie is so good. It's one of the best movies of all time. Gladiator. By a good director.
I guess gotta see Gladiator then.
You gotta
You
see
haven't
it.
seen Gladiator. You're over there watching these parody movies, and you haven't seen Gladiator.
Yeah. I'm sorry I went on.
Priorities, Fizz.
Yeah, but like no, it's just like my dad's really important to me.
No, I get you. I was actually at home yesterday, and I had to watch the kids. I got 2 kids right now. One is 3 years old, just turned 3, and one is 6 months. And the 6-month-old is a problem. She's a crier. And I was sitting there, and I was like kind of pissed, right? I was like, man, this sucks. I hate taking care of these kids. But then I was thinking about, oh my God, what must it be like to be like a single mom? That must fucking suck. Like I got options because I'm a guy, right? I can go pawn this kid off on my mom. People have sympathy for me because I'm a guy, with a kid by myself. But if I didn't have a wife, or my wife didn't have a husband, you can't go. Like a mother-daughter relationship is really weird. Like if you got your mom taking care of your kids and you're a single mom, like it's always contentious. Always. There's always some issue. She always has an issue. You're getting beat down everywhere you go. Like your mom's telling you, you're not raising this kid right. You need to put socks on her. You need to yada, yada, yada. It's like, what a nightmare it must be to be a single mom. I couldn't even.
Well, I honestly really feel like the nuclear family is really important. And that's why I don't like about this new generation of stuff. Like
that's why I don't like Black Lives Matter.
Oh, good.
Because that organization needs to destroy the nuclear family. That's the stated goal is. And they won already.
Yeah, it's just like I feel like they're like I feel like what's going on. I respect everyone, whatever they want to identify as, and do whatever they want. But
that's awesome.
Why is the divorce rate keep rising? Because like of society telling us stuff based on TV, what's right, but it's not right. I wholeheartedly feel that there are things are being lost in translation that should not be lost in translation. There are things that need to be distilled in the family, within a consistent family to stay together. A house divided against itself will fall. Is my whole messaging here. And now today, if you believe in this,
I'm not gonna lie, Tim. That $100 isn't gonna go that far.
Yeah. No, I'm not trying to go. I'm not trying to go extreme, but I feel like you see what I'm saying.
I know exactly what you're saying. I know why you would choose to give it to somebody.
Yeah, I mean, you
ever heard of a guy named Tommy Sotomayor?
No, I have not.
Or it goes by TJ Sotomayor. He does
I heard podcast name Sotomayor.
Yeah. He does a podcast and he does some YouTube stuff. A lot of his stuff gets banned because he's very hard on the single mothers and especially in the black community because he's a black man. That's what he focuses on. And how the degradation of the nuclear family is ruining the world. He even had a movie coming out called what was it called? I think it was called Single Fathers or something like that. Let me go look it up real quick. But he's a very interesting character. A lot of people give
what
him
I don't like is the fact that if you have a different opinion from like mainstream media, I'm maybe the Last Jedi, maybe considered, maybe it's convenient because I'm Kylo Ren lookalike, but like I feel like I am like rare because I don't agree with what's going on in society. I will not raise my kids, if I ever have kids, in that world. And
okay, the movie is called A Fatherless America.
Let me make a statement here. Because it's not about equality anymore. It's about revenge. And it is about revenge. We're moving to like a socialist type country where you say one thing and that's that's the only way it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Can we agree on that? Like they don't like all the country is diversifying. That doesn't bother me. But the thing is, the other countries that are complaining about how bad their countries were, they're coming here and having one mindset, and they're voting for a party that wants to make things where you don't have open-mindedness, where it's only one way of thinking, where it's going towards socialism. So it's hypocritical what's going on right now. And I don't understand why people can't see that. They're like, all right, we're moving towards a country that was socialist and like monarchy and all that. And then we're coming to America because they have all these freedoms and we have freedom of voice. But now we're doing the same.
You want to get away out on freedom of voice.
Yeah, we're doing the same exact things we're doing over there. But we feel like we have freedom of voice, but we don't. You know, like it's about the end game, and I'm just like sitting here. I'm like, okay, well, I mean, you came over here for freedom of thought, but you're doing the same thing. Were you conditioned this way, or are they just getting your vote around election season? And is that why BLM trends all the time around election season? And I'm just like, kind of thinking, it's like, oh my gosh, this is a trend. Every time it's like very formulaic. I'm a stats guy. I do numbers. So like, I am not a sheep, and I have Native American family members. I'm not too much mixed because I can't be considered or whatever, but my mom and everyone else biracial and Native American, all that. So maybe I bring a bit different perspective, but I'm kind of the middleman in the family thinking at the Thanksgiving dinner table. I'm just like, okay, wait a second. And then why everyone's bitching and complaining about race and all that, I'm just like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Sorry.
That's okay.
That's just the way I think.
I'm sorry I'm back. I just missed the very tail end of what you were talking about. Could you just kind of let me know what you're saying?
It's what I'm saying is the fact that the media, this past 2 years was absolutely BS to me. Like, I'm not saying what happened to George Floyd was wrong, was correct. I think it was absolutely crude and ridiculous. But though that dude, literally, if you look at his track record, he was a horrible human being. He was absolutely horrible. I'm not going to go into detail. It's not relevant, right? What I'm saying is the fact that these things tend to happen around the election season every 3.5 years before the election season. I mean, we have to all see that, right? The BLM doesn't start trending till the election season. It doesn't. There's statistical thing, information that doesn't. So it's just like, we're all being
part of a narrative.
It is. We're all being manipulated to divide us against each other around certain points of time.
The ultimate goal is Republicans are all bad and anybody who's not Democrats are all bad.
Yeah, and look, man, I didn't support Trump at first. Like, I was, Obama. He was an incredible speaker. I respected. I realized some change needed to happen. But, though, the way the world, like, everyone loved Trump until he became president. That is 100% fact. His future in movies and all that. But after he became president, they did not support him. And I think that's absolutely wrong. That, like, Trump did incredible things for America, but we can't do it because 5 other major news sources are owned by big tech. They told us
big tech is all for all leftists. It's all run by the same people.
They are, and that's a wrong thing because, like, you don't want things to be one-sided. Like the Force told us, you have to have a balance to the Force, right? A balance to the Force makes everything great. When you leave one way to side, one side goes a little bit too far, and we saw it. Like we all experienced this pandemic together, and we saw what happened. Even Hollywood stars, like, cancel culture went a little too far. I mean, it did.
Yeah,
right?
because that's kind of a problem when you have all of your major corporations that control all of our media and entertainment in the same area.
Yeah. See, I'm not getting like over political. I'm just like universal things I'm bringing up, like that we can all relate with.
Like, how come all movie studios exist in California and Los Angeles?
That's true. That's true.
How come all tech corporations exist in Silicon Valley? We scratch this out.
Yeah, that's true, man. Because it's like Hollywood is like, I want to bring up something like pretty pivotal too. Is that, do you know the 5th biggest star in the world as far as movies is from Bollywood? From Bollywood, like the biggest star in the world is movie star that makes the most money is The Rock, and then Ryan Reynolds. The fifth one is from Bollywood.
Yep, except for there's no movie stars anymore. They're just movie stars are a dying breed.
They're all about franchises, Hollywood.
Because blockbusters are gone. They're going away.
Yeah, I mean, the landscape
going away.
Well, I don't know. Before we get too far off the subject, I wanted to say I would definitely recommend checking out that guy on YouTube, TJ Sotomayor, or you might find him under TNN News Raw, because he talks about this stuff, and his perspective is coming from the fact that he came from a fatherless household, right? That he came from an area where when there is no father figure in the household, the woman has to become hypermasculine, hyper-aggressive. And the thing is, he comes from a perspective of how can we change this, right? And I agree with Hong Kong Fooey. He says, I'm 51 years old. It's always been that way. If you're looking for change, you ain't gonna find it. It is. And the thing is that he focuses on is personal accountability and responsibility. Like you were talking about, I don't want to raise my children in a world like this. It's when you have a kid that you have to realize every single moment of your day, you have an opportunity to put a bubble around your kid and talk to them. They're not just out there being influenced by everything in the world. Especially the first 5 years, you are their entire world.
Exactly. I'm not even like my nephew's father, right? But they look at me at like this different way because I'm a little bit more bold than their father is in my.
Yeah, when you have it, that's pivotal. It's called the undomesticated male essence. The uncle.
Yeah, because I'm because I'm not afraid to be masculine. Like today, you're like, if you're masculine, it's considered toxic, which is absolutely BS. Like you should be able, like, the world will never move forward if you weren't if a male was never like masculine. If you think about it, because a male projects. We fight in war. I come from a military background. My grandpa was a naval captain in World War I, and every person in my family was in the military besides me. So I feel guilty that I never stepped up. I went to college, but my dad was happy for it. But like My dad was in it. My brother was in it. My great grandpa was in it. It's just like, like being in the military was a thing. Today I don't understand the fact that there is like society paints someone that wants to serve for the country, that risks their life and puts everything behind them, even their family and their kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just I don't know, man. It's hard.
Let's be honest. Also, feminists view masculinity as let me look at men build society. The only thing women ever did in law scales is give birth. That's when it goes to society.
Yeah, like women are important for sure, but like
They're
it's just
important.
like
They're
I
important, but
just don't like how that
I
what
mean,
feminists
what
say
the what
like minimalize us. You know what I mean?
yeah,
They
I
minimalize.
mean, what the women ever do about in law scale in history besides just give birth?
Yeah, and the thing is, it's just like they what the people that are trying to ruin masculinity or whatever are trying to do. They're like, well, you're not
Hello,
that
that.
important, right?
Mm, I say masculinity makes you want to do horrible things
I'm
to women
afraid
because you
I'm
got
gonna have to
women.
say it because nobody's saying it, but Fish Chozo was roboting too much to make a coherent point.
Yeah. I know that.
You still can't hear me.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
apologize, man.
Don't stop apologizing.
No,
Jeez.
like no, he was
Legit-
trying to make a point, and I was trying to listen to his point. But like no, like I think what Fizz is saying is that what I was kind of saying. But if I'm gonna get to it, it's like I feel like both women and men are both pivotal to each other, and we complete each other in the marriage cycle or whatever. But I don't like what society is doing us today, dividing us and stuff like that. Like women are beautiful people and men are beautiful people, and it takes two to tangle. And to create a family, it's a teamwork. It's a teamwork. You work together to create that beautiful family you're looking forward to.
Yeah, what you're seeing right now in society is what happens when you don't have the man and woman working together to build a family. This is the outcome. This is how important women are. This is how important men are in their roles.
That's what I hate about Hollywood. They've been actively bashing men for the last 5 or 8, 6
about 25 years.
I mean, they've destroyed everything, and it's like men can be no good. Men are no longer good. Like, they're giving it all, transforming every role where a man should be to women. Like, they're not doing much better. I'm sorry. I might be
how come every sitcom since the 90s, the dad's a mess and the woman's always hyper competent. The wife's always hyper competent.
That's true.
Yeah, I think the last great sitcom where the husband was incompetent, yet the wife was also very incompetent, was Married with Children.
After that, the mom's always super competent and able to do everything.
Because if somebody was a worthless chunk of shit, it was Peggy Bundy and her bonbons.
I like that show, by the way.
That show's fantastic.
Yeah. It's like, why is the father always the dumb guy? Right? They always make him the freaking dumb, and then the
wife always super competent.
Yeah, and then the woman character always has to be like, "Oh, you calm down." You know what I mean? And
I mean, that's just the trend it's going at. But the thing is, I don't agree with Fish Chozo, because the thing is, it's not that women have not done anything in history other than give birth. Their role and their importance in the role of rearing up the household is vital. And the thing is, the
Of course.
man is the figurehead of the family. So of course, if anything happens, it's the man gets the accolades because he's the one that is out there in front, taking the charge and making the decisions.
Remarkable women in history.
There are quite a few. I know that, but I know there are quite a few. But the women, what did women actually do? I mean, not specific woman. I'm talking about as a whole.
What do you think the job of a mother is in a household? What? You robot it
raise kids.
We can't hear you, Fizz. It's just really bad, Fizz.
Because to me, the role of the wife is to create the day-to-day stability of the household so that you can leave in the morning and come back at night and know that everything's going to be in order when you get home.
I agree.
And there are some things that you have to do because there are some things that men are very good at, like establishing boundaries. So sometimes you come home and your wife tells you, hey, this happened, you have to deal with it. And then you have to deal with it because that's your job as a man. Because it's very easy for a man to say, what are you doing? Stop that. And they get, get very stern. Because the mother spends so much time with the children, it becomes the whole familiarity breeds contempt. So the kids are a little bit more willing to mouth off to the mom because they're much more familiar with the mom being around, that sort of thing. So when the dad comes home, everybody clams up because, yes, dad's going to lay the hammer down because he doesn't have a lot of time to get things straight. He has to eat, do his parenting, and then go to bed and then leave again in the morning.
And it says, let me make this clear. Generally, most women respect men or do not feel how the media and the SJW, Sleepless Hollywood, are etc. portraying. In fact, it's putting progress backwards on every level.
And, I mean, earlier today, I watched a Thinking Critical video, and Mark Pellegrini was on there as usual, and he mentioned how modern day cartoons are teaching kids bad morals based on morality because of sad backstory, and one of them pointed out is you try to these cartoons are not made for kids. They're made for the alcoholic mom who likes to beat her kids up, who buys that sticker that the cup that says "Don't mess with mommy and wine a hour."
Mom ain't had her wine yet,
Yes.
No, the thing is, but who the hell said children were supposed to be raised by cartoons?
No, I know. Nobody. They intentionally teach kids bad morals, but at the same time, then the kids don't have bad parents.
Well, this is the thing. Children's programming, just like Star Wars, just like these other movies, are entertainment. If a kid thinks it's funny that this kid in this cartoon mouths off to his mama, that's what they want to watch. So they're going to give them that. Yeah, of course. You're not supposed to learn how to live from your entertainment.
I know. At the same time, who is teaching the kids? The parents are not for that show.
Well, then the kid is lost because it's nobody's responsibility whatsoever to raise somebody else's kids.
I know.
Tim, we need to get you the actual sword of Kylo Ren.
Also, you probably need some visor glasses.
There's a TV program I was talking about with my wife a couple of weeks ago. It used to be on TV a long time because there's a researcher called iCarly.
Oh, I like iCarly.
Right, and iCarly was a show made for preteens when it was out. And what do preteens like the most? They want autonomy. They want to be told that they're just as smart as adults, and that what they think is correct. And so iCarly gave them that. iCarly was a teenager that lived with her brother. There was no parents in the household. There's an episode where she was making out with her new boyfriend. Her brother walked in on them, broke it up because of course he would. And then the lesson of the show was you need to give her personal space to do what she needs to do to figure things out in her own life. That's what kids, that's what that age demographic wants to see. It's not correct, it's not right, but that's what they want to see. So that's what's going to make them the most money. That's what's going to make the show popular with the kids.
But at the same time, a lot of these modern cartoons don't seem like they're aimed at kids anymore. They seem like they're aimed at lesbians, adult lesbians.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Adult lesbians, or
Bill.
Yeah.
Adult lesbians. What the hell?
Yeah, like Steven Universe. I mean, She-Ra, the new She-Ra, where apparently everybody forgives Catra at the end of the series finale because she tried to kill the entire universe. Did succeed. They brought everybody back to life. Then everybody forgives her, and then Catra gets in the relationship with She-Ra at the end because just like she originally wanted. That's why she killed the entire universe in the first place. Yeah, do you understand how ridiculous that is?
I mean, I guess I didn't watch the show.
I only watched the first episode. I didn't want to watch anymore. I just heard.
I think you watched every episode. You told me the whole story.
Yeah. No, I didn't because I watched the first episode a long time ago when it first came out. It was not good. Basically, She-Ra cartoon they made everybody gay.
I'm gonna be honest here. I'm gonna go ahead and say She-Ra was probably not made for me.
I got your prayer, Bill. I haven't got long now. Hey, Tim, looking good. Hey, Fizz, I'm gonna kick you up and down the stream in a minute. Hey, Dillard, how are you?
Hey, Vet, what's going on?
I just come off JJ's stream. I've nearly lost my voice.
Are you going to tell me all the bad things that I've been having?
Okay,
right,
guys.
How far off the mark am I?
Right, okay. Fizz, I'll deal with in a minute. Dillard, you are a classic. You fit more in my country than your own. A classic gentleman, the way you look at things, but it's a little bit more progressive. I mean, bearing in mind, I'm in my early-ish 50s. I have. I would say we have strived for many, many years, all of us, to be equal, and I think we got there. Personally, but what's been happening, I will agree with the whole Hollywood sheeples media SJW crap. We are living in Looney Tunes planet right now, and
idiocracy is happening for real.
Say, most women on this planet do not think like this tiny minority that are shouting and causing all this crap. They are as fed up of it as everyone else. It's putting progress back on every level, and I mean every level, not just women or men or good God, the whole it's everything, absolutely everything. I don't want to cross any lines, but everything I've seen over the last even 20 years, we're taking a step back. It's not inclusion anymore. It feels like we're all being pulled apart and put in little tick boxes now. And it's horrible, absolutely horrible for everyone to watch. And, the general population, and as a woman, I will say this, I see people for who they are on the same level. And it doesn't matter who they are. You earn respect. Everyone does, and it's wrong what they've been doing even in the cartoons. I agree. Parents are responsible for bringing the children up, and this is the major problem. And Gen X started this by bringing their kids up in bubble wrap. The bubble wrap kids then brought their kids up in front of TVs like Gen X did, and it's just gone downhill from there. And now gone from the millennials to, what is it, Gen Z now? Jesus Christ, I'm old. They haven't got a clue. They haven't got a clue because everything is done for them. The computers, everything is there, available and ready, and they just whinge about everything. It's just, oh god, it's so tiring. It really is. So yeah, I just wanted to come on and say that.
No, but I think
Thank
you're
you.
100% correct. Sorry, I know I'm the youngest on the stream, but I think you are 100% correct.
I'm actually the
And
youngest. I'm
I
19.
know, you are 100% right. Sorry.
Take the mark off, Tim. I can hardly hear you.
Yeah.
I'm the youngest on the stream. I'm 17. What are you talking about?
Oh, you're 17? Oh, okay. I didn't know that, but no, but I think you're 100% correct, and I mentioned it
Maybe
before.
not. It's my opinion anyway. I mean, I've lived quite a life and observed things, and sadly, I call this planet Looney Tunes now. I really do.
No, the thing is this: like, I know for a fact that women want their men traditional, because what I see the most, what guys complain about these days on Twitter and TikTok and all this stuff.
Water?
No. I see them complaining about the woman not being decisive about where to eat dinner. And this is a big problem for these young guys.
Wow.
Like, why don't you just choose where to eat dinner and stop being so goddamn pussyfoot around everything? You're like, man, make a fucking decision.
Or better yet,
You're 17 years old. Look at it this way. I think the problem is listening to media that doesn't matter, telling you how to live your life when they're not actually experiencing reality on how a woman actually thinks. I've gone out there and I've modeled, I've dabbled in the industry. I know, I'm at an old enough age that I know how certain women think. It's not universal, absolutely not.
No, he's right there.
But
yeah.
though, when you meet certain people and all that, I mean, there is a cadence towards certain situations, is what I'm bringing up. The argument I'm bringing up is there are certain situations to certain things that are universal. Right? I'm not saying everyone is the same, but though,
By the way,
I feel like you see what I'm saying. So that's all I have to say.
This game right here for me, I think I have to go.
Tim's right. Tim's absolutely right. Not all women are the same. Now, I am old enough and have been around long enough to appreciate a gentleman, and I have no problems with any guy holding a door open for me, or a woman, or anyone. I take that as being nice, and because I'm in England,
Bye, everybody.
I'll put a chair out for a lady to sit down. I love all that. I love that, but that's me. Not all women are the same, obviously, but I don't see a problem with that. I just, I'll hold the door open for someone if they've got bags. The whole thing's ludicrous now. Where don't hold the door open for me, I can do it myself. Is just bollocks. Sorry, Bill. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I feel like it's stupid because, now it's like, all right, so it's like if the dude opens the door for you, you're not independent woman. You know what I mean? It's like, well,
the thing is, I have not run into that.
I've done that. Like, some women still like you to open the door. And
like I was at the Circle K, which is a convenience store in America, and I was in a scenario.
If the woman doesn't like me to open up the door for them, I don't want to be with them because I'm an old-fashioned person. So that's where I set the bar. I don't give a shit how hot she is, but if they like me to open up the door, I like the traditional stuff. That's your preference. It shouldn't matter. Like if you're offended by me opening the door for you, you need to take your time out.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree with that, but
well said.
Yeah, not everyone's the same. And Dillard's right. He's not come across it. because probably it depends where you are, the people you're around. I mean, I've traveled all over the world, and
I mean, I
you know,
respect someone if a woman doesn't like me opening the door for them, that's fine. But I'm not gonna date you. I'm like, it's more. It's not. It's about attraction, but it's also about, like more than that. Like it's more about like the mental game. Like if we get each other and all that, that's bigger than the mental attraction. To be honest. Like if a woman, like if I can connect with her at a mental aspect, that is completely big for me. You know what I mean? Like
you got to have physical attraction to someone. I always
physical
do that.
attraction
There's
is
got to be a
fine,
draw, but yes, I definitely go for the personality over everything. My God, my ex from 12 years ago looked like Sid James from the Carry On films. You guys won't even know that. Bill will probably know who I'm on about. But he wasn't the prettiest, but he used to make me laugh.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I mean, it's like this thing. If you like have the certain cues or whatever, and it's like me and Vet, like like we talked about. It's
I
like,
just looked up a picture of Sid James from Carry On films.
there
My
you go.
condolences.
But that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care about that side. If someone I gel with, I'm attracted to, and I can never explain why I'm attracted to someone, and it's beyond me. I'm a scientist, But
yeah, it's like on
make
TikTok.
me laugh.
It's like on
Yeah,
TikTok.
and this is the thing. I mean, Tim's young, but we connected very quickly. Tim and I. Don't know why. We just have the same sort of. I don't know. Yeah, yeah, and I have friends of all ages in all walks of life, and I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I was saying was, I was at the Circle K, which is like a gas station convenience store, and it was right around the time where 5 o'clock on a Friday, everybody was in there. They just got paid. Everybody was buying stuff, fueling up their cars, that kind of thing. Very busy, and I was waiting to get out. I'd already gotten my gas and paid for my stuff, and I was waiting to get out the front door. And 5 people coming in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. All 5 of them held the door for the next person. All 5 of them were men.
Yeah,
like holding a door for somebody is just something you do.
Yeah,
it has to do with like not only your culture, but like just what kind of a person you are. It's almost like second nature.
As a man, you open a door for a woman.
Yeah, you hold the door for a man.
For any woman.
I will hold the door open for someone with shopping or an elderly person because I was brought up that way, and I understand what you're saying. Unfortunately, the current generation feels like they already own everything and they can do what they like and they have no responsibility. It's very difficult. I'm literally stammering over my words on this because I am so sick to death of this Looney Tunes planet. I am trying to get a wormhole open to another reality.
And the thing is, all that stuff is on the news.
Don't forget your trusty towel.
Yeah. No, like all this stuff is on the news. It's on TV. It's on Twitter. It's on YouTube. It's everywhere. Yeah. To me, it's everywhere except real life.
Yeah.
Because if I go out there, I hold the door for somebody. I don't get guff for nothing. I go out, I get my cigarettes. I go and get a box of screws or something because I'm a project I'm working on. I don't come across crazy people on a regular basis. And I live in Southern California.
There's crazy people everywhere, especially there.
It's all, and the thing is, if I do come across them, it's my job as a human being, as a person, to be like, whatever the fuck that guy was talking about, whatever, and just keep on walking.
Yeah.
That stuff doesn't really affect. I don't have mental issues because of what people are saying online and on TV.
No, exactly.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to tell Tim, like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, don't put off having kids or starting a family because of how the world is. The world is what you make it in your own sphere.
Yeah, definitely. I think you surround yourself with people like-minded, which generally people do. You're going to meet someone like-minded, and it'll go from there.
Yeah, I was at a ballet class with my daughter. She's in ballet and tap. She's learning how to clap for her friends, stand on a line, do basic things. And basically, like, there was a kid there, and the mom, you could tell right off the back, she was a little bit agitated, just being around people. She was not a people person, right?
Mm-hmm.
And her daughter, they were at the end of the ballet class, everybody starts exchanging numbers. Oh, do you want to have a friend group or whatever? And people were actively not going to this lady because she just gave off the vibe that she's going to be a problem. I mean, you can make your world how you want it to be. You don't have to interact with these people.
No.
I understand.
Yeah. Anyway, Bill, I've got to go because I've got things to do. I just received your prayer really hard, and I thought I better come on.
Thank you, Matt.
Just to cause a bit of mayhem as normal.
We're at the end of the soup anyway. We're just about to wrap things up.
Sorry, I wasn't on
Bill,
earlier.
I had Yvette. I was asking a question. I didn't get a straight answer from Billy.
I'm sorry, honey.
Or you. If you found $100 on the floor, and the rule was you couldn't give it away, you couldn't save it for later. You had to spend it on something right now. What do you buy?
Ooh, what would I buy for $100? What's that? About 70 quid.
Yeah.
A decent bottle of single malt whiskey, maybe 30 years old.
Nice.
My
How about
answer,
that?
I'm trying to build a new computer, so it would be towards.
No, you can't save it for things you're working on, your projects. No, you have to spend it on something frivolous, on yourself.
Oh yes, absolutely frivolous, definitely.
That is. I need to up my game. So
what a boring answer.
What about you, Dylan? What's your answer then?
Well, that's the truth. I'm giving you. God,
I buy a brand new.
I'm like honest Abe.
I buy a brand new brass Zippo lighter and 3 hats.
Nice.
And strut.
Well, Dylan and I are on the same page there.
Something to make me feel better about how my day went. That's right.
There you go. Oh dear. Right, I've got to get on, Bill. So sorry. Much love, guys. Hope I didn't cause too much trouble. Bye.
Bye. See you in the morning. See you later. Anyway, we are at the end of the soup because this is going into the 3rd hour, and I just can't do it no more. Can't do it.
You gotta eat some shark fin soup, Jedi Bill.
No. No shark fin soup.
Gotta up that tea.
No. I live in the desert, so it's hot. It's hot here.
I understand. I live in the Inland Empire of Southern California.
Mm-hmm. Well,
yeah, it's getting late. I'm getting sleepy too.
All right. Thank you, Tim, and thank you, Dillard.
Yeah. Thank you, Jedi Bill, for having me on. Tim, it was nice to meet you and hang out and get to know you.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm a clown, so don't take me too overly serious. And, yeah, Jedi Bill is awesome. So, yeah.
You got anything going on with your channel, Tim?
Oh, no. To be honest, man, I am trying to do Kylo Ren things and figure it out.
Awesome.
Yeah. I don't want to destroy everything. But, no, on a serious note, I think I'm going to create a Discord, and I want everyone to come on my channel. Because I'm watching Loki, Bad Batch, and all that. I feel like we're all kind of watching that, right? And I want all of you guys to come on. So I wanted to create a Discord where I drop the link. Anyone that wants to come on can come on, and I want to pay them. Because to be honest, it's really fun when you have a, you know what I mean? Like when you have a multi-perspective of people coming on, right? It really does make it fun. And all I ask is we don't you're respectable on this channel. Like, we don't cuss. We try not to cuss. If you cuss, it's fine.
Oh, you should have seen you should have seen the soup in its earlier days. There was F-bombs left and right and left and right.
What a trashy show that was.
It's fine, but I don't want any racist. Don't get in political stuff, right? it just like subjectively, like if you don't like it, you don't like it, but like, you know what I mean? Like, keep it subjective, and you don't shill for something. If you don't like the episode, tell me why you don't like the episode, right?
Yeah.
So that's where I want to keep it. And when I started developing my channel more, because all my effort is towards TikTok right now. Like, it's because of things that happened or whatever. But like, I really want to develop my stuff on YouTube as well, and I want to like create like a empire where all of us geeks can come hang out like you're doing for sure. Like, Jedi Bill, you're an awesome dude, and Dillard Draws, you're a cool dude as well, and we're just like,
hey, thanks.
We're just kind of all hanging out here and having fun. You know what I mean?
Yep.
We're not like, it's not a deep to us, right? We're just kind of like just talking about it and having fun. So basically, I'm an extension on to you guys, pretty much. So that's what I want to do for my channel. And
this guy don't even got a channel yet, and he's over here giving me all kinds of rules.
No, I do have a channel. Tim's Talk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I'm at 176 right now, and then I also the Tim Possible channel is the vlogging channel I'm bringing, because I'm an actor as well. I'm moving out to LA in the fall, and I'm gonna give this passion 100% and see what happens. Like, I have an independent film that's already out on Robert Meyer Burnett's channel. And I've been into independent films. I've been in the Super Bowl. I've modeled for like companies like Men's Warehouse and stuff like that. So I've dabbled in the industry. So this pandemic was a big deciding thing for me to like, listen, you're not happy with your 9-to-5 job. Let's go after it and see what happens. And so the Tim Possible channel is going to be about that. But the Tim Stock channel, because I was kicked off of YouTube for 3 months or whatever. Someone canceled my channel. Some jealous motherfucker canceled my channel. And now I'm back. And I don't know what to do with that channel anymore. And
this is the longest goodbye I ever heard.
Yeah, sorry.
Don't mind Dylan. It's just being Dylan. Maybe the
I'm
buckler's
kidding around. I'm sorry.
Maybe the buckler's coming out a little bit too much in you, Dillard.
Sorry, I know. I was trying to preach about being good, but then I'm dropping fuck words, right?
It's okay. It's an old
I'm doing
staple.
Kylo Ren things. Doing Kylo Ren things. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I like talking to you guys. Sorry.
They're saying that this guy D-Day Doug is saying the Transformers Rise of Beasts is casting Ron Perlman as Optimus Primal, the 8 version of Optimus Primal.
That's true. Sure. I heard
that's so offensive because he already has that look, right? Like he's kind of like a Cro-Magnon, like beast-looking man. That's kind of a jerk move to cast that guy as that. It's kind of offensive.
Well,
it's like, if you look like an animal, want to be in this movie?
Maybe the payday doesn't say so, and actors are they get what they can,
They're different in Hollywood, man. They're different. Like, it's like, you know what I mean? They're like, it's like they're sensitive, but they're not sensitive. They're like, okay, well, we're gonna do these things, but they're like, you know what I mean? They're like, okay, let's be diverse in all this stuff, but then let's cast someone that looks like an animal. And then they're like, well, that's good casting.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Right. Let's get out of here, guys. You got a little something you want to say, Dillard?
Yeah, I do. What I want to do is draw some attention to Jedi Bill's tip jar. He puts on a fantastic show very frequently, and it would mean a lot to him if you would give him a tip.
Oh, they don't have to. It's if they want to.
You should feel very bad about yourself if you come over here and enjoy Bill's content without giving him a tip.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
That's all I gotta say.
All right. Well, until the next time, we'll see you guys later.
Bye.